Hey, what's going on, guys? Your boy Joey Shake 72 coming at you guys with a live stream right now with my boy DesertEagle90 finally coming around to join this live stream, man. We have a new Eagles YouTuber, been a fan of since he started, Tone to Shields the second, man. You guys got to subscribe to both of these guys before we even start this. Subscribe to both of these guys. All their information is down in the description below. Hit the thumbs up on this video. And the Eagles... Wow. I can't believe I'm even saying this right now. The Eagles beat the Saints today, and I can't even believe it. 24-21. And Jalen Hurts started today, and I just want to hear from you two, like, how good did this guy look today? I mean,
I'm gonna be honest. He looked he threw 50, he completed 56% of his passes. And you know he's a mobile. He's young. He's raw. He's an improviser. So you can't expect so much from him throwing the ball right away. But I gotta admit, man, the kid made do. He did exactly what he needed to do. He didn't panic. You know because you can notice in that third quarter in the second half, the Saints changed how they were attacking him. They changed how they were trying to. You know they had like delayed blitzes or whatever. Like I don't know what you call them, but they had like these blitzes where they'll sag a little bit and then they'll just attack the quarterback and contain him. And he just reacted. He didn't panic. You know, he extended the play, got rid of the ball. You know, found guys. And I gotta admit, man, the kid looks good for his first career start against the #1 defense. He looked good.
We were worried. we were actually worried. Desert, what do you think?
I thought for the moment they figured out, our weakness like Washington did in week 1, because I seen blitz after blitz. It was getting scary for the moment. I was like, I don't know. Like the Saints was waking up. I was like, let's not get too excited just yet. Let's not get too excited, The Eagles started screwing up. Saints was getting better and better. But oh my God.
But that defense found a way. Let's be honest. We had so many injuries come out of nowhere.
Oh yeah,
and then somehow, so many the defense still made plays when they needed to. Josh Sweat, my God!
Josh Sweat,
Javon Hargrave, man, we're paying this guy. He's the 6th highest paid defensive tackle in the league, and oh my God, like he got 2 sacks today, and he was. And even Malik Jackson had the press conference a couple days ago. It said that saying that Javon Hargrave was kind of coming into his own on this defense. More. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, obviously he was hurt early in the year. He didn't come back for a bit. But man, did that D line really show up? Even the guys even just giving pressures that didn't even have sacks, they were helping out. I mean, we lost 4 starters in 2 plays. It's just ridiculous with these injuries. I mean, and then I started to see kind of coming out of the half, I kind of started to see that, we got upfield and then we did that, we did the QB sneak, 4th and 1, and, Hurts hasn't really done it in the NFL level yet. I don't know if it's a difference from college doing a QB sneak. I guess, I don't know. With Carson, he's a bigger guy. It's a lot easier for him to, get through the line. But, he's a little, not saying he's that big, but, he's 6'1". But, we kind of had a hiccup on that. And then the Saints started to, get some momentum. And our secondary was getting torched. And I have to say, Roby Coleman,
he started off the game good, and he went downhill fast. He started off well. Then he went downhill fast. Like it wasn't even like he, just mistakes here. He went downhill completely. The moment Darius Slay left the field, he just lost all sense of direction.
Yeah. Can't tackle, I mean, this is a guy we signed. We said, top 5. I mean, Howie Roseman wanted this guy in 17. Of what he said he wanted him back in 17 off his rookie contract. We couldn't get him. But I think it's just another player we've gotten way too late in his career. I don't even know at this point. But his tackling, his coverage, it just got real ugly. So it's Jalen Mills, too. I mean, with him as well. Just had a really bad game. But this defensive line was the star. I mean, they definitely were.
They contained Taysom Hill very well. He really didn't get off running the ball like he normally does. Granted, I don't know if the Saints really wanted him doing that. It seemed like the Saints tried to turn him into like a legit quarterback today. And, they really – the defense shut them out in the first half. Like, bro, this number one The number one, we shut down a top 5 offense in the first half, like as if that's what we do, as if that's what we do. Like what the hell?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Even like offensively, like even when Hurts started the game, like and the supporting cast around him, like everybody got their hands on the ball. I mean, Zach Ertz, I mean, Alshon Jeffrey for the touchdown. Like Alshon Jeffrey actually got a touchdown. I think Marshawn Lattimore was on him on that end zone throw. But man, like if that was Carson Wentz, he would have got sacked on a lot of those plays. I mean, that's definite. It would have happened.
It's a fact.
He wouldn't even put up that many points.
No, I don't think he would have even put up. I don't know if we would even hit over 10 points in this game.
I agree because when you think about it, most of those points, well, not points. I'm sorry, most of those plays that kind of broke down a little bit. If you think about it, what separated this game, honestly, was Hurts's legs. His legs was the legit wild card for our team because it forced the opponent's defense to think twice because they knew that quarterback can take off if you let him, so they had to play honest. And when you force a team to have to make an extra decision, when you force them to be that extra second of hesitancy, allows for our team to do so much more things. And like you said, a lot of the plays that that you saw Wentz getting out of, that you saw Hurts getting out of, Wentz most likely would have got sacked. He just doesn't, and that's just he doesn't have that speed. He doesn't have that escapability. Like he did, like he did in 2017. He picked up weight, and I'm not happy about it. But that extra weight kind of lent itself to keep him from getting hurt, I guess. But the bottom line is, Hurts' legs with the wild card, big time.
It's such a luxury to have a quarterback that could just run and get an easy first down. Like, it's just such a luxury to have that. Like, we were dealing, quarterbacks that do read options like Dak Prescott. Like, we hated this because it was him and Zeke. It was read option all the time. We didn't know where the ball was going, and you could fool defenses easily that way. But I thought the only plays that really didn't work out too much where we kind of did some read options with Miles Sanders, and he got tackled a good amount of times at the line of scrimmage, but broke out, has over 100 yards rushing. And I don't know how many times we ran with him today. I'm not really sure.
14.
14 times. Okay. So we tried. I think we tried giving the ball to everybody today, but even on that long touchdown that he had, oh my God. I mean, Miles Sanders and Jalen Hurts together, it's a lot of attention for both prospects. So I really like that tandem.
Yeah, like on Miles Sanders' second touchdown. You really notice the impact of having both of them in the backfield, like that option. Because on that second touchdown for Sanders, there were so many penalties at that line of scrimmage, between both teams, and then it got to a point where Sanders ran it up again at the line of scrimmage. He got to the one again. It was second and goal, and you saw Hurts just hold it just long enough to fool the defender, and then Sanders just took her right the middle, man. Like, so again, Hurts having that extra dimension to his game that Wentz just doesn't have, just makes us that much more dynamic. And honestly, I have a question for you guys. Do you guys think that's just let's be honest, the NFL was moving in that direction. When you look at guys like Kyler Murray, you look at guys like Deshaun Watson, you look at guys that had the escapability of Pat Mahomes, you know what I'm saying? Russell Wilson. I feel like Russell Wilson is like the leader of the new school with these young guys. And, do you guys think that's just the way we have to move as a franchise? Do you believe we have to move with that trend in the league of making sure our quarterback is as mobile as our running backs, as our, you know what I mean? Like, do you think that's something we need to that's something that we need to have? Because let's be honest, these defensive linemen, these D ends especially, these edge rushers, they're getting faster every year.
Oh yeah,
every year. Like, you look at guys like Chase Young, the dude is like 260, 270. And you see how fast he is? Do you guys, my question directly is, do you guys think, listen, I love whoever behind center, man. And I got to admit, I like Wentz. I'm not going to take it. I like him. I like him. I believe in him. I'm not going to not believe in the guy. But, I want her, but my point is, back to my original question for you guys, do you guys believe that the Eagles need to, stick with this trend of the extremely mobile quarterback?
I agree. Look, whatever helps us win at this point, I don't know, because it's hard for me. It's really not, because we've seen it in front of our eyes what Carson Wentz has been doing all year. And Doug has this thing to where he's like, well, we're trying to get him back to where he was, but are they really going to make the mistake? And what if Hurts plays well the rest of these games? To be honest, guys, we have Arizona, and then Arizona's really not playing well either. So if we take Arizona and then we have a couple NFC East games left, and Hurts does well. I even said if we lost all these games and Hurts still played well, I'd be fine with it. But if Hurts does this, how can you not? Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts can't be in the same room next year. There's just no way that these guys can even coexist in front of each other at all.
Bro, there's a scene. Not scene. I'm sorry. There was a camera cut, right, of the game. There was a point in time where all three quarterbacks were on the bench next to each other. You had Sudfeld, you had Wentz, you had Hurts, and then you saw Sudfeld and Wentz talking, like very engaged with each other. You saw Hurts just he looked over at them. He was just like, he was such a lone wolf in that moment. And that said a lot. That spoke a lot. That said a lot to me. That just said that he's the outlier in that quarterback room. Mentally, emotionally, I don't think he fits in with those guys at all. And you just saw, like, I didn't see him. I didn't see Hurts even communicate with Wentz not one time. And did you also see the camera cuts where it just seemed like all the coaches were crowding Hurts? Like they were just like, yo, this is like they were just like, hey, massaging. You know what I'm saying?
He was a cool kid at school, bro. Like he was a cool kid at school.
Everybody was just like crowding him. Like it just seemed like the guys were, even how they celebrated, they were just more in tune with their bodies all game. Like everybody just seemed like on one accord. And I'm looking at Wentz just kind of looked like the odd man out. He just looked like the odd man out, man.
Well, there was already things happening before Carson got benched. There were when Carson Wentz and like Jalen Hurts went up to him during that Seahawks game, and he kind of just made a face and walked away. Even pregame, I looked at Elliott Shore Parks and a few other guys. They were saying that these two guys don't even talk to each other pregame. They don't even if they walk near each other, they walk around each other. And then the sideline, even the Seahawks game when Hurts had the 3 series, he was talking to all the wide receivers on the sideline. Carson Wentz was standing all by himself on the sideline, and you could just see the pictures. And Doug is more, I don't know. I guess you saw it with Nick Foles with these RPOs, and I just think that this offense caters more to the Hurts and his skill set. That's all I can really say about it at this point. I'm not really sure, but
don't you guys think that's a problem? Like the fact that you try to cater to Foles' skill set, you know how to cater to her skill set, but you're unable to cater to Carson Wentz's skill set.
Yeah, but Wentz can't play. Wentz he literally can't play anymore. He can't. He's totally shot. His mind is just totally shot. something's wrong. He's carrying himself out like a professional. He's not being stupid. He's not that kind of guy, which is respectable. But there's just something wrong, and he's not mobile anymore. He's inaccurate. Even the Seahawks. I think it was Seahawks game when Dallas Goedert went on 2 go routes and he underthrew both balls. Like I don't get it. And look what Hurts is, and I think Hurts has a very long stride. He puts that ball to like the back of his back. Like he's got a real. But ever since, look, I made that video after the Washington football game, after the first game. I made a video after the first game, and I was afraid to make it because of all the heat I was going to get from it. And I said, something's wrong with Doug. I said, something's wrong with Carson Wentz. There's something wrong. Like, he looks just so bad. He was throwing,
No, he does.
Something was going on. So, Desert, what do you think about Carson Wentz this beginning? What have you seen from Carson Wentz this year? And then, after looking at Hurts, what have you seen from Carson Wentz this year? Just a whole review of from the beginning of the season till now. Just what have you been seeing, pretty much, or what do you think is wrong?
Come on, Desi. Let it go.
Carson Wentz, man.
It's your boy, bro.
I can't defend him. I was a major Carson Wentz supporter. I'm sure some guys in the comments, someone asked me, where are we going? What do I have to say about Carson Wentz in the 20 interceptions? I was like, look, I got no excuses. I feel like he hasn't been the same since the injury, and I really hate to admit it. I feel like the Jadeveon Clowney, I feel like ever since that, it just felt like he just forgot how to play football all of a sudden. It feels like he thinks he sees Alshon Jeffrey at that open field, from 2017. It's just weird. The guy forgot how to play football. I mean, it's all part of football. I can't defend the guy. I was a major, major Carson Wentz fan,
It may not be the perfect example, but this is what I took, and I've said it probably 3 times already on 3 different streams, but I'm going to say it again. So I take an Aaron Rodgers example where Love got drafted quarterback in the second round, right? Or whatever. I forgot what round he got drafted in. And Aaron Rodgers didn't just take that. Here's the thing. If Carson Wentz if he didn't get enough motivation from Nick Foles winning the Super Bowl, if he didn't have enough motivation for Jalen Hurts getting drafted, he's going to sit there and be like, I have a problem with them picking a quarterback in the second round. But are you going to make it a challenge and show this organization that you could play? Or are you just going
to – That's how he should have taken it.
But
you know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that Wentz is – okay, let's really think about it. Like, Wentz's past is he went to North Dakota State. He pretty much ran the table on everybody he played against. And, he really didn't – he was the strongest, the biggest, the fastest guy out there. And, he got to a point now where, he did what he did in 2017. We saw what we saw. And, the league got faster. The league got quicker, teams got better. And, that injury set him back so much mentally. It's mechanically, his foundation was completely decimated after that injury. And right. I feel like the Eagles as an organization, as a coaching staff, let his mechanics, let his development fall by the wayside. There was too often, like, you literally saw a regression in, like, this, not just the play calling, but you saw regressions slowly but surely. You saw him missing throws that were just routine. You saw him missing things that were just like the simple things. And I think that's another reason. And that's another thing that separated Jalen Hurts today. Jalen Hurts made a lot of the simple throws look very easy. And you know what's so sad? We're so used to seeing those things look so difficult. We're so used to seeing those things not work out. When we saw him just throwing the ball to the running backs, we were excited. We were like, whoa, running back catch, whoa. Like, we were like, he made the check downs look beautiful. Mm-hmm. And that is not a good bar to be at, if I'm Carson Wentz.
So, Jim Schwartz, Joey, I sent you a super sticker. Yeah, no, I did not see that at all. That this StreamYards is really bad. That's why I don't like using it, because sometimes things are supposed to pop up and they don't. So if you did say it earlier, I do appreciate it, man. Much love.
Or maybe it's a YouTube issue, not YouTube acts. That's kind of been acting up recently too.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. So we have 185 people in here right now, and if you guys haven't subscribed to any of these guys here and down here,
thank you guys so much, man.
Tone DeShields II, a brand new Philadelphia Eagles YouTuber, over 400 subscribers already. Give him some love, please.
This guy deserves more than 400. He knows his stuff. He knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. I'm grateful, man. Listen, like I told these guys before we got live, like I started doing my thing earlier this year around draft time, man. Summertime happened and, kind of fell by the wayside, and I bounced back in September around week 2. And at this point, man, I just been grinding ever since. I've been going hard every single day, man, trying to drop as many videos as I can throughout the week. Just kind of live stream, keep the energy up. And, I was telling these guys the reason I got out of that funk. It was a late night, and I was watching a live stream with these two guys going back and forth. I forgot who. Matter of fact, it was after the week 1 loss. We just blew it. And you guys were going in. And I'm just thinking to myself, you know what? I got to get back on my shit. I got to get back on my grind. And here we are, you guys, 400 subscribers later, and you guys have shown me so much love, and I'm grateful, man. Joey been sending so many people my way. I'm so grateful, man. So grateful.
Yeah, I might have to do it on my end, too. Shit. I'm going to do it on my end, too. You deserve it.
Yeah, Tone DeShields is the man, bro. So if you guys have it, please support these guys. DesertEagle90 as well. I've known Desert since... Oh, God, I don't even 2016. I mean, pretty much about that. One of the first people I met on YouTube. When
It's so crazy. Joey, I didn't find out you were from New York until like I was like already a heavy listener of yours, bro. Bro, I had no idea. Like it took a while for me. I'm like, wait, Joey's from New York. How is he surviving out there right now?
Yeah.
Like, as an Eagles fan, how do you even go through it, bro?
Oh, there's Eagles fans in New York, especially like in the southern. No, is it something?
Yeah, I've seen very, very few, like very little. I saw somebody with a McNabb jersey once. I was like, oh my god, I want to go say hi.
Yeah, there's Eagles fans in New York, New Jersey, and all that. There's Eagles fans.
I met Desert Eagle the first time. It was at the opener, 2017 at the opener for the Giants, the Jake Elliott field goal.
Oh yeah,
that was the first time. Yeah. That was the first time.
Yeah,
that was serendipitous. What a time!
I actually have the reaction. I actually put his reaction and my reaction together of the Jake Elliott field goal, which was pretty crazy.
I watched that video. That was crazy. Oh my, bro, those were the days, man. Like that was literally the beginning of our. That was the beginning of our storyline, man. Of our storyline.
Yep.
You want to know what's ironic about that day? I mean, I did call the Eagles are going to make history with something like that, but that I was able to get into the Eagles game witnessing that kick is because remember Chris the Beast, Joey?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, me and him, we bought tickets from a scalper who were Giants fans. They were Giants fans. We were sitting right next to them. We were sitting right next to them. Yeah, they helped us out big time. Like it was like, I think they wanted like maybe 200 each, but we was actually able to get like 80 a piece, I believe. So yeah, we were so lucky.
I was gonna say that's luck is beyond luck, man.
Yeah, they wanted so much. Maybe 200 was kind of pushing it, but they wanted a lot that day. But we got away with it. We got super lucky. Like as soon as the game started, we was able to get in.
Do you just like the play calling for today was like, it was times where I was like, okay, that's very, very new. Yeah. And then it was times where I was like, okay, you got bailed out by Jalen Hurts' legs.
I think Jalen made his own. I think Jalen's look like a change. Yeah, I think Jalen went with his first read, and if you didn't see it, he just used his legs and just tried to find whoever was out there. I think I really respected that a lot from him today. I really did. Like I had
decision making is huge. Decision making was like A1. Like that was the biggest thing, the biggest takeaway from Jalen Hurts. His decision making was he was very reactive, very instinctual. And I can't ask for anything better from a guy out of his rookies. For his first rookie start, he had pretty good instincts in that pocket.
Yeah.
Even through the few times he threw in when he was in the pocket, I was like kind of nervous, but man, he made everyone just look better with him in this offense. And his vision going through the pocket, like when Carson Wentz was in, even last game, he was moving, and even Romo was doing the game, which was great because he pretty much is like a guru at just knowing what's wrong and what's right. So Carson would start, and as soon as he doesn't see anybody, he would kind of move in the pocket fast and back up, then move back in, then move. It's to the point where the angles for the blocking is starting to deteriorate. So then you're going to get hit, you're going to get sacked, and that's pretty much where it's going. But I did see a lot of different things in this offense. Like using Jalen Reagor a lot more. Even Quez Watkins actually played today. Yeah. I was stunned. I'm like Travis Fulgham. I didn't see him much in this game today, but Alshon Jeffrey, he didn't catch many today. But I mean, the touchdown though, I was really like, wow.
I was shocked.
This guy actually caught a touchdown.
His only target was a touchdown. His only target was I got to give him credit for that. I still want him going. That don't change.
Oh yeah.
That don't change. But,
he ain't worth $54 million guaranteed
at all.
I can't believe that.
I guess.
And let's be honest. Is it fair to say that when Hurts threw that ball on a fourth down and he stood in that pocket and got creamed? He got creamed and laid it out there. Is it fair to say that ball kind of was underthrown a little bit, and it kind of landed right where it was supposed to?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I mean, Alshon boxed Lattimore out.
He
I mean,
did.
he had him pretty much. I mean,
did.
I saw like maybe his fingertips. I didn't see yet. Lattimore was like right behind him, but I mean, I think he just because you just got to throw it up to Alshon. I mean, he's a 50-50 ball contention guy, so he's a possession receiver. So I mean, I would expect him to jump up and grab something like that. But
Exactly.
I mean, he took a shot. You got to take shots. Like that's why, like in college. With Jalen Hurts, he usually would wait until somebody was like wide open. He was like he wasn't the tight window thrower type quarterback, but really showed today. I mean, even using his legs, I'm not used to since Michael Vick. I'm not used to.
That's the first guy I was thinking about too.
When he literally hiked the ball and just and then the whole entire the blocking and then the offense, you spread the offense out and there's a huge lane in the middle and he just starts running. It's just like, man, it reminds me of those Michael Vick days. Like
big time. We actually, in my opinion, I feel like we underperformed with Michael Vick. You know, I feel like we totally underperformed when we had him. He still had a lot left in the tank. And I just feel like, and I feel like we underperformed. Granted, he got hurt, many times, but again, like Hurts definitely made a case for himself today, and I can't act like that man. I can't act like that man didn't come in and show me what he was made of. Like I really respected his poise. His poise was A1. He didn't panic at all.
He didn't look scared. You look at facial expression. You didn't see
very
it.
calm. He was so calm. Even when I saw Doug talking to him in his ear, like he just looked so like stoic, so on point, so locked in. Whereas though there are times when Wentz just looks like a deer in headlights.
Yeah, that's definite. I mean, because body language is very easy to tell with especially with a quarterback that struggled. You just tell. I mean, there were some times I thought when Carson Wentz sat there and said, "Just hit me already."
Hit me.
He's not going to tell you that.
But
the excuses every week, and Doug is just. This guy should have been benched after at least week 4 or 5 of the season. He should have been benched.
I will agree that he should have got benched sooner. For the simple fact that I was kind of getting. I guess the reason I said that is because Doug wasn't showing us he was going to change anything. So at that point, I'm like, okay, if you're not going to change anything with this guy, sit him down. He clearly is not performing. Put the young guy in at least. But the money convolutes everything. And that's the big. If we did, and I understand why they paid him. I understand you wanted to get ahead of the market. I get it, But at the end of the day, paying him put us in a bind. And honestly, at this point, I would not be surprised if Carson went to ask for a trade. I would not be surprised.
I mean, I would if I was him. To be honest with you,
because the way Brett Favre is talking, Brett Favre said that it's everything else around Carson Wentz more than Carson Wentz. Even I just had a brain fart. Who else? It was Brett Favre and the whole Aaron Rodgers. Because Aaron Rodgers was talking to Carson Wentz for a bit after the game, and and Aaron Rodgers said, like if Carson Wentz is going to be there with another team, or I mean, obviously he knows the guys. He knows Carson's struggling, and he's blaming everything around Carson Wentz more than Carson Wentz.
That was Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers said something on the Pat McAfee show. He pretty much was saying that, I know what that guy has. Like, I do this for real, and I know what he has. So, maybe, he's going through a rough patch right now. Maybe he'll, I know he'll get it right. If it's with the Eagles, cool. If not, it is what it is. So the writing's on the wall. The writing's on the wall for Carson to be, led out of Philadelphia. And if you really think about it, when you think about our city and the culture of our city, everything Carson Wentz is, everything he believes, everything he embodies, just his
I'm sorry. Let me.
You good.
I'm sorry. I gotta say something. I'm sorry that Lamont. First of all, if you even think about in the slightest questioning my fanhood because I had a freaking Cowboy jersey on, first of all, get your facts straight, bro. I lost a bet in 2018 when we got swept, okay? Get your facts straight. Don't you ever in your life think I gave up on this team over that BS freaking time we got swept by the Cowboys. I lost a bet. That game was BS, but an L's a L. That's what the bet was. It was with Beast of the East and I think someone else. I had to put a LVE jersey on. I had to sweep around the logo. That was the bet. Shout out to Beast of the East. So get your facts straight if you're going to accuse some nonsense like that.
Boy, man,
I just wanted to say, don't talk.
I saw it and I was like, wait, I thought that was a bet.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Come on for a second. Yo,
wow.
Hell with that. Yeah.
Listen, you got to honor your bets, man. At the end of the
Exactly. If you talk stuff, you being confident, you got to honor your bets.
You got to back it up. When when we doing the stuff that we do, right? We talk a lot of things that people hold us to. So at that point, when you make a bet on a platform like this, you gotta hold it down.
Yeah, this my dude is he's real funny. He's still.
I will never do that. I will never.
I couldn't even. But it happened. You know, it was somebody that I respected. Yeah. You know,
I wouldn't even made the bet honestly. I probably listen, man.
Look, I've been getting look. People have saved that video. Oh my god, it is what it is. Somebody had to step up.
You cracked eggs over your face. You put mayonnaise all over your face.
Yeah, bro. You drank
all over. My cat was looking at me like this motherfucker.
You take your bet seriously. I gotta respect you for that.
You drank like 1540s. I mean, that was bad. I was like, he's crazy.
Oh my god, bro. I know, bro. I know you had the shits. I know you did. Like 1440s, bro. That's my college days. Oh my god, 40s. I remember we used to duct tape the we used to double fist them things, duct tape to the hands. You can't, bro. God. Oh, 1440s.
It was a lot.
Oh man, it probably wasn't even 14, but shit, a lot. That's a lot of 40s. And then today, I can imagine you probably did double digits at least.
No Eagles fan should put a B in a Cowboy. See, he's just speaking nonsense. He's just being ridiculous now.
Oh man!
Would you jump in front of a train, make a bet? That's just being stupid. You're just asking to fucking kill yourself. That's a dumb. I'm sorry, that's a dumb question.
Right. Oh man! Like
we have those. Then you got a try-hard Eagles fan, but whatever.
How'd you guys feel
about you wouldn't be saying that, but whatever.
How'd you guys feel about Rager's performance?
Huh?
Jalen Reagor. How'd you guys feel about Jalen Reagor's performance today?
I think Jalen Reagor, he ain't do bad today at all. He did pretty good. It might have been, maybe a second best besides last week. And it's crazy because Jalen Hurts is the one that's really showing out for his talent, making it seem like he fits. Perhaps he does fit more. He's getting better and better with this team. But with Wentz, I don't think it really fit at all between Wentz and Reagor, but
they almost got on that deep ball. Like I know it was kind of off when he was kind of scrambling and then threw that deep ball. That was close, man. That was close. He almost had him on that, but had him on some reverses. Used him for some different things there, which I thought worked out really well for him. He's fast. I mean, he gets in that open space. Yeah. He's almost out. Like I'm telling you, I like the way they did things with players I didn't expect them to do today, especially with Quez Watkins coming in, and I don't think John Hightower had a reception today, but Quez Watkins coming in and trying to do some things, and Quez, I'm be looking at him next year as well. It's another receiver to kind of look at.
Hightower wasn't even active.
I didn't know that.
But J-Jaw was, and he didn't touch the field. What are we doing?
Why is he active?
Umbrella Man. he needs a new nickname, man.
I can't stand watching DK Metcalf make plays every week. I can't stand it anymore. Like, I just can't.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like that's gonna haunt me for a long time.
He's really what you call a bust.
That's gonna haunt me for a long time.
He was supposed to be Alshon Jr. Remember? Yeah.
He made like 2 catches at the end of the year when he had to win the East. I think that was really it after that. I think it was like he got up, he was like, oh, and I was like, nah, bro. I think he has a fumble recovery touchdown. When Miles Sanders fumbled the ball in the end zone and J-Jaw, He literally picked it up for a touchdown. I was like, this guy's gonna get lambasted.
What game was that again?
I forgot what game that was.
Didn't we end up losing anyway?
Yeah, of course.
Like,
I think it was the Ram. I forgot what game it was. Game it was.
All I know is, like, you know, at the end of the day, man, this Eagles team, like, financially, is in a tough situation. And the only way, like even if we trade once, right? Like, how do we get out of this money? Like this money, it's so much money is owed to this man.
What you got to do is you have to find a team with a lot of draft picks. You got to find a team with a lot of capital and a lot of cap space. You need to see there is something around it. If a team is willing to take some of that money off. Like, if there's a team that says we want to trade for Carson Wentz, then you're pretty much going to say, okay, if you want Carson Wentz so bad, then you're going to have to take some of his money off. Because if you think he's going to lead you to a Super Bowl, if you think he's, you know, pretty much going to be the Lord Savior of your team, then, you know, you have to pay some of this money off. So that's one thing they could do. But I don't know what they're going to do after this year. I really don't. I mean, I'm still confused. Like, this game just made it harder for the organization. This game did make it harder. It really did. And Jeffrey Lurie needs to, like, figure it out, bro, because...
Right.
This game saved.
This game gave Doug Peterson another go at his job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he. Man, I'll let you get that super chat, bro.
Yeah, super chat for Kevin Bacon. Thank you much, man. What we saw tonight came from a rookie in his first NFL start. If we get the right football guys in here to assist with his arm development, you know, like Press Taylor's got to go. I'm sorry. After seeing his press conference the other day, I'm like, this guy has no idea what's going on.
He's just being used as a scapegoat at this point.
Yeah.
This guy was a community college quarterback. This guy has no 1 year in the NFL. He
ain't got no business.
No business. You're a guy that has more experience, and you chose Press Taylor of all people. Like, is it like before this? I was thinking, like, are you trying to tank, or like what are you doing?
You had better chances going after a kid that's like a legend in Madden 21 or something. Like, you're better chance of going after like a kid that plays league matches in Madden. Like, come on, bro. Like, Press Taylor, community college. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like this team, from a coaching perspective, is built terribly. Like, the only hires I respect, the only staff I respect remotely are Deuce Staley, Aaron Moorhead, because he got those young wide receivers playing out of their minds. You know, who else? I respect Jeff Stoutland. You know, he's a legend. I would never shit on Jeff Stoutland.
No,
you know,
never.
that man turned he turned a rugby player into a legit, you know, left tackle. You know, like, let's be honest, man. Like when Mailata first got here, he did not look how he looks now.
Yeah.
His body is totally different.
Yeah.
You know, he just looks like a totally different player. You know what I'm saying? Even you know, I want to give some respect to Marquand Manuel because, you know, even though our DBs have been struggling as of late, for the most part, from a passing perspective, we've had like a top 10 passing defense. We haven't given up too many big plays, you know, but then, you know, as injuries started to roll around on the defense and Slay started to get gashed, you know, you started to see holes in the DBs. But for the most part, man, like, through about those first 9 or 10 weeks, we had a pretty decent passing defense, man. No one was really getting over the top on us for the most part.
Yeah. No, I agree. So what do you guys think of Jake Elliott?
Jake the Snake! Jake the Snake!
No, he sucks. He's so bad.
He's done, bro. He's done. Like, he's a walking L. He's a walking L. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. For him to waste that Jalen Hurts drive down, like, we forced the fumble, I think, right? Didn't that what happened? Forced the fumble or something like that?
Yeah.
And then we got the ball in our own territory. Jalen Hurts moved the ball close enough for us to get the field goal. And one of my neighbors, because we all normally, you know, rally in my house and watch the games, and, you know, he said, you know, I got this feeling that we should have just go for it. I said, you think so? I said, but that's the problem. We always get on Doug about going for it in these moments. Just do the regular, kick the field goal. You're right here.
I know.
And then, like, you know, Doug does what he's supposed to do, and he just shanks it. And he
how long is an extra point? How far is it? 22 years.
Like 25, 30?
29. So the extra point I think is 29 yards or 25 yards, but he missed a 22 yarder. So
that's worse.
That's worse. So it was easy, like, bro, like
this guy is fucking trash.
There comes a point in time, like, and then to add insult to injury, when he kicked it, it dunked off the sidebar, and it was so loud.
It was like boom.
It was so loud.
That was louder than the double doink.
Because he literally kicked it straight at the damn post. Like literally it aimed for the post.
I feel like I cringe every time he kicks the ball. I cringe, hoping and praying like
hold on. They're trying to ice the kicker. No.
I swear, he's like he wears a blindfold every time he kicks. I don't know what it is.
He acts like he's trying to kick through a keyhole all the time.
Man,
like, bro, it's right here. It's right here.
It's that far. It's that far out.
Yeah.
He does all this, like all this everything.
Bro. Like when I saw that thing, bro, I'm standing in front of TV like this, okay, really.
I'm like,
word, okay, this is really, you know what, that summed up our season. That alone summed up what we've been going through all year.
If one thing works out, it's always something else. Every single time.
I really thought that was going to haunt us all game.
It almost did.
It almost did.
The end of the game, we're supposed to kneel down and get this game over with, and Jalen Hurts just decides to go in there and tackle everybody with the ball in his hands, and then they throw a touchdown. And then the Saints get the ball, they throw a touchdown in the end zone. I'm like, oh my god, they get this onside kick, we're done.
And let's be real. Like if we go into the half up 20 instead of 17, that changes. That's why I love football, because decisions change the entire dynamic of a game.
That's
the
true.
entire.
That's
going
true.
up 20 in the second half is very different going up 17.
Oh yeah.
It looks different. Your team reacts different. It's just a different smell to the game.
Mm-hmm.
When you miss a field goal the way you miss it, and you doink it like that, and you suck all the life out of that drive that Jalen Hurts did, that's the kind of thing that carries over into the next half. And it basically did. That third quarter, the Saints put up 14 unanswered points. Straight up. And literally, it was just like, bro, 20 points looks so much different than 17. Like
So much
this game of football is such a beautiful game.
Yeah.
It can bring you to life, and it can take your life.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
It was so sad, like, even with these 2-point conversions as well. When we heard like a couple weeks ago, Doug is using a probability chart on like percentages. Like the guy's not even using his common sense in his brain. The guy's using a probability chart to say, "Oh, if you go for 2 points, we have like a 65% chance we're going to win the game." I mean, it's just like.
I don't even trust the probability in Madden. So why would I use the probability in real life? Like, why are you trying to see? This is what kills me, right? And this is why I'm not too deep in analytics, because analytics takes away the human element of this game. And you will never remove the human element of this game.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, you can talk about analytics all you want. You can talk about, oh yeah, when we do this, 50% of the chance the other team does this. But guess what, right? What you're not factoring in that guy maybe waking up an hour later. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not factoring in that guy. Maybe he got a phone call right before that game to the point where he's not reacting. He's not as instinctive. We're not. There's so many human elements in this game that people try to extrapolate because of analytics, and there are some things you cannot factor in. You cannot calculate will. You cannot calculate aggression, moxie. Emotion. You cannot calculate it. And this team, this Eagles team, is an emotional team. We've been an emotional team for years. We move based off emotion. We move based on momentum. We move based off of, decision making. We're such an instinctual team. And when you try to apply analytics to a team like us, it doesn't work.
Yeah. I agree. I agree 100%. Like everybody goes off of, even when you draft players nowadays. Now it's like, oh, his arms are too small. It's like, if the guy has talent, he's got talent.
Right.
I can't stand this little, like, even Kyle Murray, man. Like, he gets drafted and everyone's like, he's too small. It's like, yeah, but the guy can throw. The guy can run. I mean,
right.
he can outrun a whole defense.
He was accurate in college. Like even Jalen Hurts, his final season. His final season in college, his final year in college, he was 70%. He was 70%. Like you can't make that up. He played in the SEC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't make that up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, like they always get him. His hands are too small, or like, he, like with DK Metcalf, he didn't pass his physical. No, duh. Look at his fucking body. He's cut like a god. Like, he's cut like a god. He's not passing any human physical.
So here's a question for everybody. Go Birds 90 says this. So he asked me, but I'm going to ask everybody. I'll start with Desert first. So you still want Doug out, or he just called the game of his life with a rookie? Do you guys still want Doug out, Desert, or do you need to see more? Pretty much. I mean,
I need to see a lot more. I mean, maybe it was a great win, but maybe the Saints underestimated us. I don't know, but come on, he had no choice but to do this. He was on the hot seat. Like, come on, you got to do what you can to save your job. So I'll say, I'm not going to sit here and guarantee, say, we're back and all of that. I want to see a lot more what Jalen Hurts can do. All right, we still got the Cardinals. We still got, Dallas, Washington. We got to get revenge on Washington. I do want to see us sweep Dallas, so I'll wait till the end of the season before we really decide what goes on. Yeah. But I'll wait though.
For me, I'll be real honest. The only way Doug stays here, like if I had control, I'll put you this way: if I had control, the only way Doug remains on this coaching staff, if he's willing to give up play calling. That's the only way for me.
I say that too. I agree.
If he's so stubborn,
I agree.
If he's so stubborn to the point where because I feel like the reason he hasn't given it up is because this may be the only bit of power he has. All these rumors going around, all these reports going out saying that he has no control over anything, and Howie is the one pulling the strings in reality. So to keep it very plain, Doug only stays on this team if he's giving up play calling. If he's not giving it up, move on, because we need to unlock this roster. This team is so underutilized.
Yeah, I agree. So,
I agree. I definitely agree with him, though. I was thinking that too. I don't think Doug Peterson should really get fired. I mean, I think I don't think he was as bad as a head coach. It was more like, bit of a personnel and also play calling.
Just mismanagement and play calling.
Mismanagement and play calling.
Yeah, mismanagement. And you can fix those things.
The last time he ever got any shit like that was 2016. People was already called for him to get fired. So
and I believe those guys actually like Doug Peterson.
Oh yeah, totally.
And that's the thing. I know they like him, and that's something you don't want to lose, because it's rare you find a situation where all the players like the guy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And they all really like him. But and I actually do think he's a leader of men. I do think he has, a decent pulse on his team and how to get them going. But it backfires often when he makes boneheaded decisions in situational play calling moments. And, when his play calling is just so subpar. It's like there's some guys that are good at driving the bus. But the guy that's driving the bus, don't expect him to fix that motherfucker when to pull over. Like, so some guys are better at drivers. Some guys, I think Doug is a good, driver.
Mm-hmm.
But Doug, you're not good with directions. You're not good with anything like that. You're just good at maneuvering the vehicle. You're a good wheelman, but you're not in charge of the GPS. You're not in charge of the music. You're not in charge of fixing the car if we get run into a fender bender. You're not in charge of anything. So I just feel like Doug is better at just orchestrating, putting, hey, listen, you do this, versus actually calling the plays. Because when you see it, even when Wentz was the quarterback, he was unable to be in. I felt like he was overwhelmed. He couldn't really talk to his quarterback the way he needed to, but at the same time, he has to keep his eyes on the field on offense. And I feel like at times he was micromanaging Jim Schwartz on defense. I just feel like he was trying to do too much. He was trying to prove that he can handle everything and just running the ship. But in reality, bro, just sit back, let your guys do their jobs, and take all the credit. Relax. It's all good, my guy. Take your credit. You took the credit with Frank Reich and Dave Filippo, did what they did. Just at the end of the day, you're a winning head coach. Just listen, even Andy Reid knew when to fold. He got Eric Benamy calling plays. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to know when, you know what? Maybe I'm just not as my play. I can draw up the plays because Andy Reid draws up beautiful plays, but just calling them, the organizing, the executing them, maybe that's not his thing. And that's okay. But guess who gets the credit? Big Red. You know what I'm saying? So Doug Peterson, if you want to stay here, man, bring in somebody that's willing to call them plays, take the pressure off you so you can really lead your men.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Doug's just been running his offense. He's not scheming. I just think he's been running his offense every week. And just running your offense is it gonna cut it? Because we've been seeing this. I mean, this was the most excited I've seen an Eagles game. I mean, this was like I was really enjoying it. I'll sit there and just be like, the whole time, prior to this week, it's like, how can I get mad anymore? I think the first time I got really angry was that Bengals tie. I think that was the first time I really got angry. Because that was probably the worst.
The last time we played them was a tie as well.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm going to be honest, I'm thinking to myself while I was watching that Bengals game, I'm like, yo, what if we tie? And I was thinking about it the whole time. And I'm like, we're going to tie. We're going to tie. And we tied, man.
So Luis Herrera, the super chat says, just saw a team that responded to a QB that wasn't afraid to sling it.
I'll be right back, you guys.
What's up?
They say he'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think Hurts. I think he just gained a lot of respect.
He definitely gained mine. I said,
I'm actually really surprised. Really, I didn't think he'd actually play the. Look, I was reading.
I didn't think so either. Yeah, a lot of people didn't. Not the so-called analysts on the media. Nobody thought that. I mean, there were some Eagles fans that was like, Jalen Hurts going to do amazing. Just do whatever because Wentz ain't there. That's still give him credit. Confidence. But I'll be real with you. I was like, look, let's just see what he got. Let's see what he got.
See, in the pregame when I was watching Hurts in his helmet, he was going down. He was just he had so much swagger on that field. Just before the game, he was ready today. He was probably so happy to start. He was so ready to play. He was just slapping everybody's hands. He was dancing
because he knows what he's capable of. He knows, and like you said,
that's what it does.
The swagger of the players were just different. Like the skill position guys, they were just moving. It just seemed like they were just moving with bad intention. They wanted to ball for this guy. You know what I'm saying? And there are some guys that are just more fun to play with. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. At the end of the day, these guys are human. It's not just you can't just plug and play. These guys gotta like each other. Things gotta work. Football is not a sport where you can just have two stars in your team that aren't really getting along that well, but you can still win like basketball. You know what I'm saying? Basketball, you can have two stars and they may not be the best of friends, but they can still ball out on the court and you can win. But in football, if your quarterback and your center aren't good friends, be prepared for a lot of bad snaps.
Why does a curse always turn into a blessing? And it happens in the most weirdest ways. We lose all our stars last year, probably the worst injuries we've ever had. And then the last month of the season, we had to win out against the NFC East, and we're literally with these off-the-street guys and some guys that probably worked at McDonald's right down the street from my house, okay? And just completely I said, nah, there's no way they're going to win out the last month of the year. There's no way. You had Robert Davis and Greg Ward was kind of being the fan favorite of this fan base at the the Redskins, against Josh Norman in the end zone. That was fantastic. And then just seeing all these guys just come together. And then even before that, you go back to 2017 when Darren Sproles got hurt in the opener against the Giants, and we wouldn't have found out what Corey Clement could have done that whole
Big
year.
time. Big
At
time.
all, because we definitely overused Sproles like a million times. We'd throw these suicide handoffs, and it was just crazy. But things happen for a reason. But then you look at the second round pick, and we all just hated it. And from last year, from 2019 going into 2020, after what he did that month, and obviously, the wild card game against the Seahawks. We go into this year, Carson Wentz was on the top 100 list. We were all kind of like, this guy is going to get his name. This guy is going to get his name back into the league. And Carson felt like there was, we were all worried about him just staying healthy.
And that's the sad part.
And we got an issue. And we got a healthy Carson Wentz this year. I mean, that's what we think. I mean, we don't know, but we got a healthy Carson Wentz this year.
What's going on with him? The mystery of Carson Wentz.
We got this bad pick, this so-called bad pick in the second round. It's already enough for a third-round pick's not even on the field either. But
I think hindsight is 2020. At the time, let's be honest. At the time, that was like
worst pick ever.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like that's why I hate Howie, because right now he looks like the smartest man on the planet. But he's not, though.
Right, he's not at all.
Because they asked him, they said to him, the beat writers were asking about the press conference after the draft. They said to him, do you think this is going to be a problem down the road? If something does happen, is there going to be a controversy down the road? And he said, no. And that's when he mentioned the QB factory and all this other stuff. Okay. So I'm kind of like, does it make him look good? I guess, but the way this guy's only drafted in 50 picks. This guy's only drafted 2 Pro Bowlers, Trent Cole and Carson Wentz. I think 2 Pro Bowlers in 50 picks.
And Carson Wentz didn't even play in
it. You know what I mean? It's just like, and before Howie Roseman was GM, we drafted 14 Pro Bowlers in 18 years. Jesus Christ. It's crazy. Like, it's really crazy. We had some super chats here. I want to read these off. I think. Why am I missing these? Why aren't they showing up?
I can't believe Jalen Hurts beat the Saints. Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, God. I'm still shocked over it.
I'm still shocked.
I keep looking at the box score like thinking I'm tripping.
It was it 17 to nothing in the first half? Was it 17-7?
Bro, we shut them out in the first half.
First half.
They didn't score. They scored most of their points in the second quarter, in the third quarter. They scored 14 unanswered points. We scored 17 points in the second quarter. That was our best quarter of football all season.
Lewis Redder with the super chat says Carson Wentz seeing ghosts on the field.
You definitely do be seeing ghosts at times. You definitely do. But you might want to say something about back to the Jake Elliott thing.
Yeah.
The question where you say, how we feel about Jake Elliott. Spunky, how's it going, by the way? But
Funky.
Man, I was pissed. Jalen Hurts it was an amazing drive before the end of the first half just for Jake Elliott to miss that kick. From that moment, the first thing I did, I ran upstairs and I picked this up. All right. As you see right here, all right? You see this right here.
That's not going to work.
No. I picked this up. Let me tell you, I met Jake Elliott, right? At the Exton Mall, Exton Mall, something like that, like outside outside of Philly. I met him and Zach Ertz. All right, Jay Elliott,
crazy. Oh my God!
I told him the story of the 61-yard field goal. All right, so I told him to write this: DE90, never doubt me again. All right.
Well,
so here are my 2 options now.
That is legendary.
You should definitely tweet that and be like, "I doubt you now."
You know what's crazy? Like, I wish I'm not gonna lie, this isn't much compared to that, but like, this is one of my favorite pieces of artwork of like my Philly stuff, man.
That's
awesome. Like, I would love to get somebody to sign this. Like, I don't care if it's Foles, I don't care if it's Rocky Sylvester Stallone himself. Like, bro, if I can just get this thing signed by somebody, bro, oh my goodness.
But let me tell you, at that kick, there were 2 options. I said either this is going to happen, or I'm going to sell it. Something's going to happen because I'm
don't sell it yet.
I'm not going to do that. But I was done. I was done.
He really had the balls. He really had the balls to write that.
Huh?
He really had the balls to write that.
Bro, when you're high off Super Bowl, you'll write anything.
I guess.
I think it was the week of the Eagles and the Falcons. That bye week we had, first round bye. That's when I met them.
Wow.
Never.
Jeez Louise, man. Jeez. We're doubting you, buddy.
You hold a candle, you're like,
we're doubting you now.
Oh. Oh, God.
Who do you think we could convince to trade for this contract? Because I just saw a tweet from Trey Wingo saying, because I guess Bill or somebody wrote, they made a mistake giving Wentz a big contract, but the Eagles are nowhere near all in. Pretty simple. Keep him if they think he can play at a value of $25.4 million next season. Otherwise, trade him and get out of his contract and get cap relief in 2022. And then Trey Wingo said, yo, if you think anyone is trading for that contract, I have a bridge I'd like to sell you.
That's what a lot of people were saying. A lot of people were saying, like
who's going to take that contract? Who's going to
I need to know how this whole thing works. Because everybody's saying restructure your contract, then trade it. Like, is Wentz really going to want to do that, or for the sake of
why would he? Why would he?
That's what I just need. Like, is that possible? Is it possible? You know, are we still taking a cut? I mean, is there still like some kind of dead money?
Bro, if we trade Sam Bradford for a first round pick, I definitely think we could trade Carson Wentz.
People think it's impossible. Like,
I don't doubt the value we can get. I'm just trying to see how, like, logistically, right? How can this work for our cap space? You know, without us taking the most massive hit. Like how can this really work? You know what I mean? Because let's be honest, Wentz not going to be here next year. I'm sorry, I don't see him being our quarterback at any point going forward. There's a lot
of people that think he's not. Even shout out to Nitro Freak too. He pretty much said, like, just by benching him, because when you bench a quarterback, it's hard to bring that relationship back together. Like, you know, it's hard.
Not the same.
Because you know what, when Jalen Hurts got in that Green Bay game, and even watched this game, you know, Carson was like, oh, not again.
Yo, no. Seriously. Carson was probably thinking to himself, I can't fucking win.
He's like, I can't get a break.
Like, will there ever be a moment when there's not someone gunning for my job? But that's the NFL, though. If you think about it, see, we've crowned the quarterback position this untouchable position, right? Like we've labeled it as this position that you can't just plug to move, you know, bench guys, or it's become this untouchable position. But if you really think about every other position in the NFL, if a guy's not performing up to par, what do coaches do? They rotate somebody else in that can produce. So why isn't the same logic applied to the quarterback position? If you're not producing, my guy, okay, let's sit you down this week. You know, maybe you're just having a bad week. You know, we bring you in next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, like, at this point in the season, you know, I think once it's done. But I'm saying just earlier on in the year, when things were, before they got too out of hand, they should have said, hey, listen, Wentz, hey, take a seat this quarter. Just watch for us. You know, let's get your mind right a little bit, okay? You know, what are you seeing right now? And then at that point, you throw him back in. It's easier to bench him mid-game and then start him the following game than to bench him and then start the guy the next game, a new guy. You know what I mean? Like, you can't start a new guy. Once you start a new guy, you dead it. It's deaded. And that was the nail in the coffin. And the fact that Hurts did well, it's over. It's over. It's over.
So, hey, buddy, I've got to stop for a second here, but we have 218 people in the chat, guys. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Geez. Yeah, we're loaded today. It's a great day. It's a great night. I mean, it's a great night indeed. I wish this was a beer, and it's not, but it's a great night. So,
y'all hear that? Y'all hear anything? Please. The haters aren't talking tonight.
Bruh. Listen,
I had a couple.
but
I had a couple
Haters
Saints
don't
fans.
know.
I had a couple Saints fans the other night. But if you guys have not, please subscribe to Tone to Shields the second new Eagles YouTuber. Is on the come up over 400 subscribers. Please go over there and sub him up. Please do
thank you guys
appreciate
so
that.
much.
All
I
the
appreciate you
information is
guys so
down
much,
below.
man. Joey Shake showed me so much love, man. You guys, this content, all this stuff, like I love doing this thing because we're all talking about the same things, but we all give our own flavor, our own twist to the narrative, and it's beautiful. I love seeing this all come together like Voltron. Like it's like honestly, man, I love our fan base. I know we're one of the most hated fan bases of all time, but I don't give a damn. We go hard for this. We go hard for this. I'd much rather have somebody, on my squad that's willing to rock to the wheels fall off, that'll live and die by this, than somebody that's had 1 foot in, 1 foot out, man. And you guys, man, y'all go all in with the content. Y'all go all in, especially Desert Eagle with the bets, man. The dude is legendary for the bets, man. He takes it to another level every single time, man.
Of course, we got people that don't like it, but
listen, we got to make it interesting, man. You
make it very interesting.
You make it interesting. Your channel is very interactive, my guy.
Thank
you,
man.
At the end of the day, man, content wins, and if the people love it, at the end of the even if they talking negative, it's moving the needle at the end of the day.
But the thing is, at times, I thank you for that, man. But it's not. I don't really do it, for the views and all of that. I have. No, man. I'm just having fun. That's just what it is, Don't think about stuff like that. That's what I want to say to you, man. Just don't think about views. Don't think about any of that. Just have fun, man. Be yourself and have fun. Because I'm loving what I'm hearing from you by far. Like,
thank you, my guy. I appreciate you, man. I really try to be consistent. I try to, just put out the energy that I want to receive first and foremost. Even my own content, like even when I do my live streams, my comment section, I interact. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I interact with every person in my comment section because, like, and I know, God willing, it'll get to a point where I just won't be able to keep up. But, like, so far, I make it a point to communicate with every single person that's, interacting with the content because I want them to know that, hey, I'm grateful that you're here. I want to know what's on your mind. Without you guys, this content does not work.
You sound like Mark Holmes. Don't go Mark. I'm just kidding. But it comes to a point. You have guys like shout out to one of my one of my favorite subscribers, Matt Weeks, in the comments. There are times he apologizes to me for not being able to make the live. I'm like, dude, you don't owe me an apology. You can't make it. I'm always appreciative of you here. You don't owe me an apology,
Big time, man.
Like, I like to focus on,
Yeah.
Like
this is all fun. This is all like
exactly. I'm not going anywhere. If you don't see me today, I'll be around, tomorrow or whenever I can.
I had one guy, and shout out to my man Infamous 2K. Shout out to Oscar the Grouch. Man, those guys. Shout out to the Eagle has landed, I believe. Like those guys, man, they've been so loyal to the soil, man. They've been rocking out with me, man. Shout out to Philly Fresh, Philly Mike from the Philly Fresh podcast. Shout out Philly Notion, you know what I'm saying? Those guys, Philly 500, Darius Dalton, those guys just be, just showing love, man. Shout out to Joey. You got at the end of the day, man. Like, you guys have definitely welcomed me with open arms. You guys have made sure to, take me under you guys' wing and help me get to this point where I'm at now. And honestly, you guys, everybody eats at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, we're very humbled and always welcome new people. And because before the Super Bowl, there really wasn't. I mean, I can't even count how many Eagles YouTubers. I don't even know at this point. There was not too many. But I'm glad that there's more content creators. Glad there's more content creators coming out and doing good. And I could tell the ones that are definitely on the come up. And Tone to Shields is definitely one of those people. So, like I said, subscribe to his channel, DesertEagle90. Another Eagles content creator, does the bets, does everything. You got to check his channel out as well. Subscribe to him and like all his videos. Do appreciate that. All for Tone to Shields and Desert Eagle, description below. All the information is down there. And if you guys haven't subscribed to this channel just hit over 10,000 subscribers last week, which is crazy.
I remember
Crazy.
Joey didn't even have 20 subscribers. I was there. Look at him. He's come such a long way.
I grew up.
He was like so little.
When did you start your Eagles content? Like, when did you start your channel, Joey?
16.
2016? Man, 4 years in the making. Damn, my God.
10K. Whew.
Bro, it's a marathon.
And I've went to Desert. I've hit my lows too because I've went to Desert, but like, why is this happening? Why? It was certain things that have happened, and I used to worry about everything that used to go on a while. So, Desert Eagles helped me out a lot over the years. Me and Desert talk pretty much every other day. I mean, this isn't like we talk every few weeks or every week of football, but we talk pretty much every other day. So, it's been we've known each other for a long time, for a good amount of time now. So
that's dope, man. And then the relationships you build, man, is so dope.
Yeah,
the relationship you build is so dope.
I didn't expect to meet this many people like actually doing this. Like I did it because I was an Eagles fan living in New York, and there was nobody to really talk about Eagles content with. So I just made a channel, and that's pretty much how it started. So I was making videos with my headset on in the grocery store in the middle of the aisle, and I was pretty much throwing boxes down, just making videos. That's how I was making my videos.
First video, hi guys, my name is Joey Shakes.
Yeah, all right. We're passing that. But if you guys have not hit the subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We do Eagles content all year round. I'm going to be doing more collabs. You guys have not hit the like button as well. When you hit the like button, you are supporting this channel, and trust me, hitting the like button comes a long way, and it pushes that
Big
content
time.
out there.
Big time, man. Make sure y'all like everything Joey does, man. He's the real deal. Sure.
I appreciate
it,
man.
Joey's the perfect example of a hard work content creator. Like my man's like, he makes sure his stuff, there is no okay. His is like boom, Yo.
Joe just keeps on. Joe just feeds you and feeds you and feeds you and feeds you. Like, bro, big time. I got a question for you guys, man. Do you guys think Jim Schwartz saved his job today?
I still think the secondary is just. I think Roby Coleman and Avonte Maddox are horrible.
Yeah,
Jalen Mills got to go. McLeod, I don't know. McLeod was actually having a pretty good year this year. I mean, but he's just playing it's just a really bad team. So I mean, I don't know. I just don't think we have that leadership on defense. Plus, now we don't have the leadership on defense. Plus, on top of everything else, Howie Roseman's giving what he's given him. But I don't put it past. I don't put it past Jim Schwartz for what he did with this defense, given he was pretty much the Doug Peterson on defense, defending Nate Gary every week, okay? Like, Alex Singleton, I mean, look, Davion Taylor's not playing well, but do you expect him to after how many weeks, playing special teams and just coming into the lineup?
Was he the one that was very religious in high school, something like that? He wasn't really. Was it him or Sean Bradley?
Yeah, no, Davion Taylor, you're right. His parents didn't let him play because he had church.
That kind of would scare me though. So I kind of expected that though, for real.
But my thing is this team, this coaching staff is not good enough to play around with projects. We need finished. We need finished products.
But you know what, man?
He can't play with projects. He's a project.
But you know what, man? Jim Schwartz, I learned I couldn't really put too much on him because there were guys they wanted in the draft. Jim Schwartz had his eyes set on a few talents, but Howie Roseman, Howie wasn't on the same page as them. He made the final decisions in the end, and they all were guys that these guys didn't want really.
Like J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
Like,
hurts.
The best thing he got going for him was his nickname, J-Jaw. That's about it.
Yeah, I want to hit him in the jaw. But
seriously, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I look at his face and I get angry.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I get angry.
I think they were showing Jim Schwartz and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside was just standing there like.
Yo, every time I see that picture of him with the umbrella over him, I get so mad.
Bro, was that his mom holding the umbrella?
Yeah, I think so.
Umbrella.
Why is your mom at the practice, bro?
Umbrella, Ella.
Why is your mom at an NFL practice, bro?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
What do we
look like? Jim Schwartz is there's a lot of money tied. There's a lot of money tied to this defensive line right now. There's a lot, and I don't know if they're going to keep Malik Jackson and Hargrave. They have to keep him at this point. I mean, they
definitely.
Malik Jackson was 3 years, right? He was another 3 years.
Yeah, and Malik Jackson was like 3 years, $30 million, I think. And be honest, Hargrave, he's been playing. I mean, he's been getting the past couple.
One of the best, in my opinion, this game was in a way.
I think this was definitely his best game, and he was kicking the door down. I loved it. He was kicking the door down. He was like, I loved it. I thought.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really shocked how well this Bro, the defense was really, really instinctual. It was really reactive. Like, they were flying to the ball in the first half. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the defense doing what they did in the first half made it easier for us in the second half because that Saints offense found their rhythm, and we just had to hold on for dear life, and we did. But geez, man, that D line was just like, it was a point in time where I was in that D line. I was like, yo, they just look like monsters out there. Like, they were just going after they were getting tasted from every angle. Like, Josh Sweat here, Malik Jackson there, Hargrave there. Like, you know what I'm saying? BG, go ahead.
No, go ahead. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I was just saying, like, I was pretty much going to top it off. But, BG is starting to level off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But he's still causing disruption. You know what I'm saying? Fletcher Cox, he gets double teamed every damn. So it's like, his job is to at this point, Fletcher Cox's job is just to consume, linemen at this point.
Yeah, no, like, I think once we lost Maddox, McLeod, Slay, and then I was like, and that's in 2 plays. It was like 4 guys in 2 plays, and then I started to get really worried. Then I was like, now they're going to start passing us. They got that stat. Kavon Wallace, I mean, I hope he just turns into something. Because there was really a lot of hype behind him. And
he looks bad.
They had that guy Seymour at safety, and he got to the ball in the end zone. I mean, the guy caught it, but that guy Sanders, that wide receiver Sanders, he caught it, but he was right there. He just couldn't really get his hand placement. But this is what we do. We throw. I mean, this is what happens. And then I said to myself, okay, our defensive line needs to win. They need to. That's the only way we're going to stop this Saints offense. I mean, even the running back, even Alvin Kamara. I mean, I hate him. Like,
I hate him.
After when they copied us with the mask,
oh yeah,
made the song in the locker and everything. I'm not
gonna lie, he needed to eat humble pie when it came to us, because he was talking trash about us ever since we won our Super Bowl. He was like, oh yeah, like if this wouldn't happen, the Eagles would have never been able to beat us, and all that kind of stuff. Listen, at the end of the day, bro, y'all fumbled the bag 2 years in a row. Bye.
I don't think they have a chance this year either.
No.
I don't think they even have a chance. And honestly, they're going to go through some scrutiny too, because now they don't know if they want to put Drew Brees back in. You know what I mean?
Right, and then honestly, like we opened up a whole can of questions for their team. Like, honestly, like, you lost to the NFC least Eagles,
guys,
and that you didn't just lose. Y'all got handled pretty much. Y'all pretty much were not in control of the game at all.
Bro, I looked at the Saints' schedule. I looked at their schedule, and I said, who did they beat this year? And they haven't faced a dual threat quarterback at all this year. So this was the perfect game for Jalen Hurts to have a little bit of an upside, because they really couldn't prepare for it too much. They split with the Buccaneers, okay? They lost against the Raiders by 10. They lost against the Packers by 7. Okay.
Wow, Joey, you're right. You're right.
The Lions they won 35-29. Chargers they won 30-27. The Panthers they won. The Panthers only won by 3. The Bears they only won by 3. Buccaneers they won 38-3. The 49ers they won 27-13. 24-9 against the Falcons. 31-3 against the Broncos. The Falcons again, they won 21-16. And they other than the Packers, really,
like
who have they really faced?
As far as quarterback mobility, to your point, the most mobile quarterback they've faced out of all the quarterbacks you probably mentioned probably was either Teddy Bridgewater or, I don't know, Justin Herbert.
And that's just like,
and that's the bear, and you know what I mean. Like, and they went against a lowly 49ers team that's riddled with injuries, and the Broncos, they're trash obviously right now. The Falcons are just a team that's like a Jekyll and Hyde team. One game they give you 35 points, another game they give you 3. Like, the Bears are the Bears. So, like, if you really think about it, they've kind of gotten fat or off of teams that are struggling and don't really have an identity. Like even though the Chargers, their record is what their record is. I'm sorry. Even though Justin Herbert is, showing that he is capable,
right?
The Chargers don't really have a legit identity. It's pretty much Justin Herbert throw the ball, and we'll see what happens.
I mean, this could be a totally different year if you bench Carson earlier this year. I mean, look when we played Green Bay, didn't play up to standard really. I mean, later they did, but because we couldn't do anything for so long, our offense was just 3 and out like crazy. And then the Seahawks didn't play to their potential. They didn't look like they went on 4th down. I don't know how many times we stopped them a couple times. I mean, it was a fight back and forth, but our offense could produce 5 3-and-outs beginning of the start of the game. It's crazy, and I'm not even afraid of the Cardinals now because they're not even playing great either. But I feel so much more comfortable with this mobile quarterback of Jalen Hurts right now to the point where we could do a lot more now in this offense.
Right. Go ahead.
To be honest with you, the Cardinals really scared me for the moment was when I think when they went against the Bills and that crazy finish. That right there, that scared me right there. I was like, yo, we're not beating the Cardinals. But now as weeks going by, I was like, we might have a chance.
Because they leveled off. A lot of teams, they had a stat up. It was like since from week 1 up until about maybe week 9 or 8, they were averaging over 400 yards of offense. I'm sorry, over 350 yards, damn near 400 yards of offense, right? Since then, they're only averaging since about maybe week 8, week 9 up until now, they're only averaging about maybe 240, 50 yards of offense total. Like they've kind of gotten stagnant as an offense. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of gotten to a point where I feel like they're, I don't know, man. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't really watched too many of their games too closely to really give a legit opinion. Yeah. But they're 6-6. I know what it is. They're in a really tough division. They're in a really tough, they got the Seahawks, the Rams, and the 49ers. That's a really tough division. Even though the 49ers are struggling, that's still a tough team. And the Seahawks and the Rams alone, those I think they've split both of those matchups, right?
Yeah.
So that's 2 losses right there.
Who Dat fan says you guys won't be in the playoffs so early, so enjoy the early off season.
Okay.
Hey, listen, man, we still beat you, so
we kind of exposed you guys, to be honest with you. So what works against you?
All right, I'll be honest. I would be way more worried if I was a Saints fan.
Saints ain't going nowhere. Saints are not going nowhere.
Literally lost to you. Look, I'm trying not to be that guy. All right, I was humble before we played y'all. I'm trying to keep that same energy, but bro, you lost to a team that was divided as a whole. The office, the locker room, the fan base. Y'all supposed to blow us out. You just lost to a rookie quarterback that hasn't really played a full game, not even a full quarter or 2.
No.
When it all mattered. You guys were supposed to make a playoff run. Listen, their offense was down 17-0 in the first half. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit they got to say. Listen, I'm riding high off this. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to enjoy this W. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it.
We've been sucking too bad. I'm going to enjoy this. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we deserve it.
Sorry, man.
But y'all do me a quick favor. I'm really enjoying this topic, but I just want to address this one last time. And Lamont, listen, bro. You see his last comment because he's really upset. So
he's gonna blew that
comment highlight. Listen, Lamont. He's saying the reason I got disrespect because he's still crying over that bet that I've made 18 years ago. Look, everybody has their own means of being a fan or whatever. But look, not just to him, but to just to everybody that that's having my back and that's going back and forth. Just do me a favor. Let's keep it Eagles football. I'm trying to let's just keep Eagles football. Let's just leave this dude alone. He's obviously in the feelings. He's obviously crying. He personally hates Carson Wentz. I mean, you know that thing. You saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. That's probably his mom with Carson Wentz. I don't know. He fucking hates Carson Wentz. It is what it is. But
yeah, there is definitely a like people love to call, people love to call me a Wentz apologist, right?
yeah,
And I strongly disagree with that for the simple fact that like they think people assume you mentioning people talk about or people say because you're mentioning facts or they have this idea of because you're mentioning blatant facts that you see you're absolving Wentz of his deficiencies. And I'm not saying no. I see here I see that Wentz is terrible. He's been bad.
Part of the problem.
I look at it like this, right? I feel like at this point in the season, to continue to hammer on Wentz is like a late. I feel like it's kind of lazy to just only talk about that, right? There's so much more wrong with this team organization as a whole, and I feel like if you want to move the conversation forward, we got to go beyond just Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about the coaching. We got to talk about play calling. We got to talk about Howie Roseman. We got to talk about the mismanagement of personnel. We got to talk about that. I look at it like, Carson Wentz is the frame of the picture.
Yeah.
He's the frame, and a lot of people are getting caught up looking at the shiny frame. Look at the artwork. Look at the detail. There's so many more things going on than what you really think. And I really feel like this organization has failed Carson Wentz since his injury.
I was saying that.
I do feel like they did not make it a point to get his mechanics back on track since then. Mm-hmm. Because you have an injury like that, it messes with your reaction. You're trying to protect your body more than anything. So at that point, you're not as, fluid, in anything, and, throwing a ball or whatever, however you want to slice it. You're just not as confident. And I feel like they did not make it a point to rebuild that confidence. I just feel like they let that fall by the wayside. They thought he was able to pull on, I feel like they thought he could pull himself out of it. And, he just, I feel like they let him down in that respect. And I feel like, he's going to ask for a trade and most likely he's going to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they paid him. It is what it is. And they honestly did exactly what they needed to do at that moment,
Yeah. Come on. I'm sure I'm not going to say a lot of people was on board, but I was on board. I mean, the guy was still young, definitely a great athlete without a doubt. We seen what we seen in 2017, it was a risk. Maybe it's not working out by far, but I thought at the time maybe it was a bit too soon, but at the same time, I understand why they did it, and I was all for it, but sadly, it just didn't work. Now it's looking like he's going to be the most expensive backup in the NFL right now, and it is what it is. That's all I can say, In the end, you got to do his best for the team. I want to win, so, and sadly, Wentz isn't really, he's not, it's just not working right now, So it's like Joey said, we really can't stick with both of these quarterbacks because that seems to be Wentz's major weakness. I mean, we see a lot that's wrong with Wentz. I'm sure he sees it, but he tends to overthink it and just continues to he's kind of pulling what Deshaun Jackson did last year or plenty of people. He knows there's problems wrong, but yet he decides to play because he fears that people are going to take his job. But it's like, dude, you're getting all this money. So I mean, well, then when you got Hurts clearly won the starting position, and because Wentz been since week one, he for the most part he just hasn't been looking good. He has not been looking good at all.
The simple things, man. The simple things. And overthrowing guys in the flat, just it just seemed like he was just unable to just make it easy.
Mm-hmm.
Just make it easy. And Doug hasn't made it easy for him. He had the man dropping back 40 plus times. That doesn't help his case. If he's struggling, help the man. Call less passing plays, run the ball. We ran the ball so much today. So much.
How many times have we run besides Jalen Hurts? I know Jalen Hurts ran like what 10 times?
Jalen Hurts actually ran 18 times.
18 times.
Jalen Hurts had 18 attempts. Now, granted, some of those were actual passing plays, but he ended up running. So you got to give him that. So we had. I'm pretty sure we had more designed passes than designed runs. But having a guy like that, he's going to run the ball if things break down. Like, did you guys know the Saints before today? The Saints didn't allow a 100-yard rusher since 2017.
Really?
Yeah. we gave them 2 tonight. That's in like seriously. They didn't allow 100-yard rushers for like a while. I don't know if it was since.
And that's from 2 guys. From 2 guys. That's wild. The Saints defense has always been pretty legit. They just always had dumb luck in the playoffs. Well, here's the thing that's pissing me off. Okay, so I can't. Since we won this game, now people, all these, obviously the people that only support, they won't support any quarterback for this team. They only got to support one. Because we win this game, obviously we're not going to have a top 5 pick in this draft. But why do you even have to follow this team and just watch them tank? Like I said to myself, after that bye week, I said we're losing every game. I said we don't win against the Giants and the Browns, like we have no chance down the road with the meat and potatoes of our schedule. So
right.
Now these fans are like, since we won this game, now it's like we're not going to get a top 5 pick, blah blah blah. And
I'm never for tanking.
No.
Thank you.
Never.
Why am I watching this team then? Like, why am I even bothering to do this? Like,
thank you. I'm never for tanking. Thank you.
It's just poor culture. Like that goes against just
a loser's mentality.
I'm sorry. That goes against my mentality as a man.
Thank you.
That's just. Why would I ever go into first of all, in football, you can't tank because that's the kind of sport where you need to be moving at full speed. If you hesitate in the slightest, that's how people get hurt. When you play like that, when you play not to win or play to, when you can't just you can't just play 30-mile-per-hour football. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go 100. You gotta go 100 miles per hour. You gotta go fast. Like you cannot be hesitant on the football field. That's how you get hurt. That's how you tear ACLs and. You know what I'm saying? You guys are stopping and jerking, trying to slow down. No, you cannot be tanking in football. That's not a mentality. That's not a culture. This is not basketball. I don't even like it in basketball. I don't like it in any sport. Like just purposely going out there to lose. No, man, never.
Never. Do that. I can't do that. Like, here's the thing that's true with me. Like, playing until this point, before this game. It was hard watching other football games because we didn't look at least we looked somewhat like an offense that actually scored like over 20 points and we pretty much like did something. I wouldn't have cared too much, but it's hard watching other teams, even other bad teams that still could make mid-tier throws, that have a quarterback that could at least make some throws. I mean, and we just looked like we couldn't even. I was afraid of Carson getting the ball in his hands before he even threw the ball. I mean, it's just that crazy how far this has gotten. And, it's like Carson messes up in a game, goes to the sideline, and gets a pat on the back, and that's it. He's to himself. It's like if I go to work, and if I'm 10 minutes late to work every day and I call out of work all the time and they don't reprimand me for it, I'm going to keep doing it because I get away with it. And I've done that before. So a long time ago, I used to do that all the time.
I relate, man. I relate.
So Carson Wentz wasn't reprimanded of what was going on. It was literally just swept under the rug, and it was just going to get better. It was going to get better, and it was the same press conferences, the same everything. It was said every week, and to the point where Doug was backed into a corner. Doug said on 94 WIP that, they asked him, who makes the decision who benches Carson Wentz? He said, it's me. It's my decision only. I'm like, bull. I'm telling you right now, this decision to put Hurts in this game was definitely not his decision. I'm telling you 100%. Jeffrey Lurie put his foot down.
I'm pretty sure that Doug, because you got to think about it. by Hurts going in, that actually helped. That has a better chance of helping Doug's case versus keeping Wentz in, because a lot of people were blaming the play calling. You know what I'm saying? And by Hurts going in doing what he did, it kind of took the spotlight off of Doug. Like, hey, was it his play calling, or was Wentz unable to execute the offense? So, like, I feel like he probably wanted it to happen, but I do agree that the decision wasn't only his.
Right.
I agree with you on that for a fact. It wasn't only his decision. I feel like Jerry Lawler was like, "Hey, listen, my guy, we need to see something."
Yeah, they had to. I mean, I just why is, like, if I'm Jalen Hurts and I go in, like, even earlier in the season, like, he's going in for one play and he comes out, like, what's the point of me even being here? Like, you're gonna put me in for one play to get a spark? Like, it just makes no sense. Like, it's just such a waste of time. Like, and when Wentz was messing up so bad, they showed Jalen Hurts on the sideline earlier in the season, and he was just so, like, he wanted to go in so badly. I could just tell he was just so hungry to get into the game. And yeah, it was just a total mess. And I think, obviously they did this way too late. I mean, week 12, week 13, you're going to, now you're switching quarterbacks. If you told me this before the season started, that Carson Wentz was going to get benched later in the season, I'd be laughing in your face, like, no way.
I didn't see that. I really didn't see that coming.
I didn't see any of this happening. I thought we had a really good team. I thought at least we had a 10-win team. I thought maybe to a 10 to 12 win team, and I was really excited about this team this year. And then after seeing that Washington football game, the first game of the season, and you know what? Between COVID, I know there's excuses for that. There was no rookie minicamp in July. There was no training camp. There was, but to an extent. There was no four preseason games. It was just a horrible offseason. There was barely any grass time. Everything was virtual. These guys had to work out by themselves. I mean, it was a mess. I'm hoping by next year a lot of this will get fixed. Hopefully by next year we'll have a normal offseason and we can actually go to games. I think the next step is all of us going to a game and enjoying it.
Bro, seriously, man.
Like, fantastic.
I haven't been, like, these past few years I've been going to games heavy, man. It's like, it's so weird not being able to go to I had such bad intentions to go to a game.
Yeah.
I was so ready to just
I almost paid $500 for a couple tickets to go, and I was like, why?
Nah,
like,
why?
Why am I gonna put my money towards this? What I'm seeing on the field right now, like this. By the way,
give it free money.
By the way, I gotta mention one more thing. Did you see that stiff arm from Miles Sanders to Malcolm Jenkins?
Bro. Somebody told me it was Malcolm. I was like, that was Malcolm?
Yeah, he got stiff armed.
Yo, and it wasn't like a BS one. It was the final. He was the only person he had to get by. He was the last person. If he tackles him, he saves a touchdown. Bro, he put him in the dirt. Oh my goodness, man. Big time.
They showed Malcolm a lot during this game, and I just looked at him like, man.
Yeah, dog. I'm missing too. He even said, they asked him about it, like, why? What do you think went wrong? He said, honestly, it was just the principle of, like, respect and just, I didn't feel valued, really, Yeah.
And
it's like, bro, like, if any veteran you should have brought back him.
And but the flip of the coin of that is, are you going to pay a 32-year-old safety $14.5 million a year? I mean,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like two sides to it. It's like, bro, like, I understand, but he wanted to get some Eddie Jackson money. Like, he wanted to be in that range, but you're not getting that.
Nah, man, you're not even that good at pass coverage. Like,
no,
like, you don't even have the speed to keep up with these guys. Like,
maybe if you had Malcolm this year, maybe we wouldn't have given up to Chase Claypool. Maybe we would have made those changes because Malcolm was really good at making those changes when he sees something about to happen. It was going to happen. So
to your point, we definitely got better as a defense the moment Nick Gary disappeared.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Like no.
But here's the truth though. Like, when Malcolm was on the field, like, you never worried about the defense. Like, you knew the defense was set. You knew he got them together. Those boys were ready every week. Like, you never had to worry. But there was no leader. Like, everyone's like, Rodney McLeod's the leader. I'm like, no, he's not.
Like, he's trying to be.
He thinks he is.
He has good intentions to be it. Like, he tries. He tries. But it's It's not even Darius Slay because Darius Slay is one of those guys. He's more of the fun guy. You know, he's more of like, you know, hey, listen, follow what I do versus what I, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, he's not really the bona fide leader because he's new to the team. You know, I understand around him because of intention, but he's not. He's just not. You know,
he's not him. It's hard to replace that. Everyone, you know. And then when what's his face got drafted, Kevon Wallace got drafted, and everyone's like, he's B-Doc. He's been from Trent. It's just like, you know,
he's been struggling. He's been struggling.
Yeah, and plus he got hurt this year too, and he was out. So, but you know, I'll see him on his YouTube page playing, you know, Call of Duty Zombies all the time. But I guess he's got better to do.
Yeah,
Kevon Wallace. He
his
plays
worst game.
on his. Yeah, he plays like he live streams on the PS4 all the time.
What was it? Him? Was it also him or someone else that's always on Twitter? You know, trying to interact with Eagles fans.
I know Travis Fogel was on Twitter.
No, not Travis Fogel. I think it was Kevon Wallace was always like asking.
Kevon Wallace.
If you're not a fan, if you know, get off the wagon. You know.
Oh no, yeah. He said something pretty much along those lines, Joe. He pretty much was like, you know, hey, listen, you know, if y'all wasn't with us, we know we was down. Don't come with us when we up. It's like, listen, my guy. Like,
I've heard that all the time.
It's like, how long you been here, bro?
Listen, bro, you've been for a hot minute, bro. for a hot minute. Relax.
Where did this come from? Like.
But and I like K Master a lot. I like him. You know what I'm saying? I like him. I just feel like, you know, he could have used OTAs.
Definitely. They could have used 4 preseason games. I mean, definitely. Definitely. Man. A lot of these guys could.
I think Bad Dog. I'm tripping. I got somebody else. I think Brian Dawkins really needs to mentor him for a bit too. Yeah. He needs to mentor him or something for a bit.
Yeah, he needs to say, shut your mouth and just wait to get your chance next year. And that's it.
Because he's going to get it. He's going to get it.
Yeah, I think
you know, like I don't see them bringing back. If they bring, I swear to God, if they bring back Jalen Mills,
I don't like Marcus Epps. I don't like Rudy Ford.
That project.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Honestly, we need to just totally revamp our secondary entirely.
Mills like new number, new. You know, I'm like, no.
New number, new me. No.
Yeah, he thinks just because he puts on a black visor and has passion that he could just, you know, he has magic just to be all-time
that
safety.
Is the perfect way to put it. He really thinks, you know, he looks the part, right? He looks the part.
Acts the part.
He looks and acts the part. He legit looks like a world beater. And then you hit, and then the ball snaps.
Who's that?
Is that a bird? It's a plane.
You know what I can't stand when the wide receiver, he gets beat by a wide receiver and the receiver drops the ball and he's like,
"Oh my god!"
After getting burnt by like 15 yards, he's like, "No."
Oh my god!
I'm like, you got some balls, bro.
This dude could be giving up over. This dude could be giving up over 200 yards. Here we go.
Yeah.
200 yards.
More than
Yo. Reset your headset. Reset your stuff. It's making a lot of noise. You sound like you're like
Darth Vader right into the chat. What happened?
I will kill you. Some demonic stuff. Carson Wentz's soul is coming. We're like, where's Carson Wentz? We taking his buddy downstairs. That's what I was hearing when I was going to your StreamYard.
Joey was all like, we need to buy a mask. We should buy a mask. We need to social distance. We should be social distancing, y'all. Put a mask on.
We need to separate these boxes. Too close.
Be 2 cars apart.
I'm
still mad the damn mask on the game was expensive. Why are the masks expensive?
I don't know. I haven't. What are they supposed to be like $10? What do you think? Bro, you don't do missions. If you just keep running around and just unloading on people, yeah, you're not going to get anywhere. So, you just made I think you just made
have to play if you want to
Yeah, you have to play all day, bro. I don't think you
ain't got time for that.
No, you don't.
Is it?
There he is.
All right, how about now? We good?
No, still can't hear you.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we hear. No, stop. We hear him.
I was just kidding. I always do that to people I fucks with. Joey hates that.
Oh my goodness. He said, no, we're good.
The guy's gonna screw this stuff, and then he's gonna have to come back.
Oh man. But nah, man, this has really been an eventful season, to say the least. I really can't. Wow, who would have thought this would have been the narrative?
Yeah, when we beat the Cowboys, Doug called in the '94, and he was like, "It's a great day. It's a great day in Philadelphia." He's such an idiot. I
ain't gonna lie, he has an annoying level of optimism.
His family hates him. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yo,
my son and daughter despise me.
Oh man.
Dog,
I was jumped off the White Walt Women Bridge. No.
Oh my god.
Just kidding. Oh God.
Oh my goodness, man. I'm glad we got the win.
I'm happy too, man. I'm happy.
I'm fine. I'm good with it. I did not expect this today. I thought it was going to be a loss, that Jalen was going to play okay, and that was it. Other than that, it turned out to be much more than that, and that's it. This is why, these teams, even the Pittsburgh Steelers, teams that get hot at the wrong time, and then they start to fall apart, because once the playoffs come, it's a new season. It's a reset. It's a reset. The records don't count. The records don't count anymore.
Any given Sunday.
So, you know what I mean?
Just like the Bills are going at the Steelers right now.
If the
Bills are beating the Steelers, right?
23-7.
I picked the Bills.
Bro, they're falling apart.
I told people the Bills. I'm telling you, the Steelers are falling apart. I'm telling you.
Crazy.
They got hot really early, and they got fat off of teams that were sucking.
I heard Super Bowls from certain. I heard Super Bowl.
Who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Oh, KC's winning. I mean, definite.
Yeah, they look the most.
KC's winning. I'm sorry, but
I'm not gonna lie. They look the most primed to do it again.
This quarterback hasn't gone through any adversity with himself, not even with these players.
Oh, it's coming.
Sooner or later, you're going to be dealing with, some guys are going to be out of the game. This guy doesn't even deal with one injury being out. This guy's
listen, it's coming.
This guy's more worrying about what cleats is he wearing to the game more than who's getting injured.
One thing I can say, Pat Mahomes be having some fly ass suits on the way to the games.
Mm-hmm.
Lies though. Listen, that's what half a Billy do. Half a Billy. Jesus, crazy. I'm gonna start calling him Billy.
His wife is really annoying too. Can't stand his wife. She's so annoying.
Who?
When she was brain fart. His wife.
Who Mahomes' wife?
Mahomes' wife. She's so annoying.
Oh yeah, she's annoying.
She's annoying. She's a little.
She strikes me as that. She strikes me as that soccer mom that comes to the games with orange slices.
She's like, yes. I'm oh God. Let me tell you something. My girl's nasty. My girl's diehard Eagles fan, and she will curse somebody out. And she's a girl from another team. She'll come up and say something. She's sit down, bitch. Or something
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. My girl hates that I do this. She supports me. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. She supports me, but in another life, she would much rather be doing something else. Oh man, but she definitely shows love, man. But bro, she could care less. She could care less.
Some people are just not into it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't know. I would. For me, I couldn't. I don't know how you do it because I don't know if I could deal with it all alone. I would have to I don't even know. I already live in.
Yeah, she definitely supports though. She definitely supports. I can't lie. She buys the merch. She shows love and all that. definitely puts on for the kid. You know,
she buys your merch.
Yeah, my merch, bro. I was like, yo, that's
you, man.
I was like, yo, you're earning it. You're earning it.
I was like, are you buying a T-shirt yet? Soon. I'm like, okay.
She bought it at full price too. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, you're a real one.
You can get a sample. You can order the cheaper sample.
Nope.
Damn. Because samples are, especially on Teespring, it's like samples are actually like you can order samples 30% off, like, which is cool. Because instead of paying like $25 for a shirt, I could pay like $12 for a shirt.
Yeah, like I bought samples for myself. But like everybody else said, oh yeah, you got to go to the website. click the link in the bio.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I figured like I'd sell maybe one thing. I've actually sold like 5 things, like I think 1 sweatshirt and a few T-shirts so far. So
that's dope. That's dope, man. That's dope. Like like the merch game is definitely huge these days. Like there's people like I'm learning that people like to feel attached to like the brand, feel attached to the movement. So merch is definitely a thing I wanted to get on early.
Yeah.
This has been
Desert, you could make $1 million.
The recap. That Jalen Hurts run. Not Jalen Rager, I mean. They're showing the replays.
Did you guys see Miles Sanders come to the he came to the press conference with all his pads and stuff on? Like
he didn't care.
Bruh, he came to the post game with all the pads still on. Like ridiculous.
Hold on one sec.
Like the dude is ridiculous, man. Like we've like I know Miles Sanders has been waiting for a game like this, man. I can't lie. I can't lie, man. I can't act like this team didn't deserve this. I can't. Like Jalen Hurts got his first win against the number one defense.
Number one defense.
Like, come on, man. Like we got to put some respect on his name. Like I understand. Like listen, man. I'm an Eagles fan first, bro. And at the end of the day, man. Hurts went out there and did his thing. For a rookie, he didn't and I don't even really count that fumble, man. That was garbage time. It is what it is, but he didn't throw any interceptions. He was poised. He was calm. He was instinctual. He had pocket presence. He led those guys. You got to give respect where it's due. Like he deserves that wholeheartedly, man. He deserves it. He deserves it.
That fumble was ugly, man.
If that was me, I'd be celebrating like a Jesus.
I'd be on top of the world.
Fucking
honestly. I'd be on top of the world, man.
I wonder if Carson went up to him after the game.
No, listen.
Yo.
Put it there.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you, that locker room after the game, to be like, because remember, they're humans first. To be in that locker room around all your guys and they're excited and you're just on the shit end of the stick. Like, how can you be excited? Like, you want to be excited, but your career.
You want to put your side blinders on and move around like this when you go in.
Bro, he probably is not even looking Hurts' way. Probably not even looking his way. Like the play, like he probably just put his headphones on real quick and just called it a day.
Probably slashed his tires.
Bro, he drove home.
Ain't going nowhere.
He got home to that newborn baby so quick. Like he probably packed up because the press don't want to talk to him. There's no need to talk to him.
Yeah, he grabbed his shotgun when he got home and he shot his backyard tree 1,000,000 times.
No, for real, man. Like I know, and the thing is though, I know he's a team guy. He's a professional. He's a professional. At the end of the day, I gotta respect. He's a professional, but he's a human first. He's an athlete. He's a competitor. It's eating him up inside. He can't catch a break, and he knows it.
Yeah, I can't I have no problem with all these people. Like as people, I have no problem with them. I have no problem with Carson Wentz as a person. What he represents. All right. So I wore. Oh yeah, I was at the ice cream parlor. Well, it's called the ice cream parlor, but so I went down there with my girl, And this guy he's a Giants fan. He saw I was wearing I bought some custom Carson Wentz shirt online that I had for a while. So I wore it, and the guy's like, "Oh, Carson Wentz fan." I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a Giants fan." I was like, "Oh cool." He's like, "Hi." He's like, well, what Carson does? I know I'm a Giants fan, but what Carson does for the community is fantastic. The AO1 Foundation is like, do you follow any of that? I was like, not really, but I'm not really the religious type. I mean, I used to go to church. I went to Catholic school for a couple of years, and
right. But the bottom line is, he's a community guy. He's big on giving back, and
Yeah.
like he's a man of faith, and you got to respect what he stands for, But like just from a football perspective, it's just like, he just hasn't really, like, it's like he's shown these flashes of like magic, like last year, the 4-game stretch, doing what he did with nothing, But yeah, you can get to that super chat, my guy.
Spunky with the super chat. What's up, man? It says, is Carson Wentz even worth a candy bar and a Sprite and a tray at this point?
Trust me, a team will find. I don't doubt his talent. I'm telling you, if he gets with the right situation, he can flourish. I don't know how much, but I know for a fact if he gets under the right staff, they fix those mechanics a little bit. He's golden. Indy, that's what I'm saying. Indy or Denver.
Everybody's got to accept.
Yep, or Denver.
Everybody's got to accept the fact that he can't be here, and everyone's got to accept the fact that if he goes somewhere else, he could be successful somewhere else, and everyone's got to accept it. It doesn't mean he just too much has happened here. Like
too much. His story is too. So you said it. Too much has happened here.
Yeah,
he has been through too much as an athlete to even want to go through another season, another roller coaster like this. He can't endure another year like this. He just can't.
Yeah.
I couldn't. If it was me, I couldn't.
Yeah, no, I couldn't.
I would need to change the pace.
Like, look at like in 2018, like when between the Carson Wentz's spine, the back, what was going on there, and Nick Foles just brought us on this run. We were a pass away from the Saints. Of really, we could have beat the Rams and went and go face the Patriots again. We had a huge chance, after that drop from Alshon, whatever. But if Nick Foles won that Super Bowl in 2018, Carson would have to go. He'd have to go. I mean, there's no way. There's like no way. If we actually won that Super Bowl in 18,
they would have had to trade him. They
had no choice.
But in that case, they wouldn't have been in such a bad position because they wouldn't have been tied to him financially. The only thing you probably would have been able to say is, "Oh wow, you traded up to get him," but okay, so all right, whatever. Like you traded up, you didn't give him $100 million, but we did. So. It's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Like, yeah. we could talk about that kind of stuff till we're blue in the face, but, the bottom line is, like, I really think, the Carson Wentz saga when it comes to the Eagles is nixed.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just don't think there's any room. I don't know.
In the end, players come and go. But one thing that never goes is this logo, and that's all that matters in the end. It's part of business. It is what it is. Like I say, most expensive backup in the league. It is what it is. I'm not paying for them, so
right.
It ain't coming out of my pocket. So It is what it is. I'm loyal to this and the starter. That's all I can say. And I want to win. Okay.
Big time, man. This year should definitely be an eye opener for everybody.
Yeah.
Like the $100 million man got benched, so that should let everybody know none of y'all mother effers are exempt. We are on to everybody, even the coaching staff, because Jason Kelce called out the coaching staff in a press conference earlier this week. He called them out straight up. You know what I'm saying? And like at the end of the day. I feel like everybody should still be evaluated. How we included. He looks like a genius now, but in hindsight, we all know that pick was kind of outlandish. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I'm so grateful we won this game. I'm grateful for Jalen Hurts. At the end of the day, I'm grateful that we got him on the roster. He looks like I'm not gonna lie, man. Like he looks like a hybrid of this is premature. He's raw. We only saw him in one complete start, but he did beat the number one defense, not just in week 5 or week 4. He beat them in like week 13.
But everybody's fighting for a spot.
Yeah, and it wouldn't even matter because you know what? Like if we just say we face like the Bengals this week, you know what I mean? People would say, well, we didn't face a good team, and then now we faced a good team, and now it's like we need to see more games. And then when you see a few more games, then it's like then they're going to critique what he did during these games, and
you don't get no better than this. He managed to put up 20, and that's another thing too. That's how I know this offense is not being really broken wide open. We put up 24 points, right? We only put up 24 points. And we were dominating for the most part in this game. Can you imagine if we were just better at play calling and better at situational football? Well, we could have probably put up 27 points in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
The way we were moving, we put up 17 in the second quarter alone. Like this team is really underperforming.
I was just about to say that.
Yo, Money Mitch, we're just enjoying the game, bro. Like we're allowed to be happy, bro. If you want to be some if you want to be some miserable bastard, then be a miserable bastard. You're miserable. I mean, just saying.
I swear you, Joey. Like, come on, like, bro. Like, at some Money Mitch. I love your name.
He must have lost all his money. I'm gonna call you Mitch. You lost.
I don't like your name now.
Yeah. Listen, the bottom line is, bro, it's like we've been through a lot this year, and based on, listen, I don't care what no one says, bro. You gotta, like I said, this isn't like week 4, week 5, where teams are, they're hot early, and this is a point in the season where this is the point in the season where it's about a marathon now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is the point in the season where you really get to see teams have to figure out new ways to win games. And let's be honest, man, we didn't go against a Saints defense that was just, they're legit. They are legit. They're legit.
They're good.
They're good. They force turnovers. They do everything they do well. We actually took advantage of. They forced turnovers. We didn't turn the ball over. I'm gonna be honest. I don't count that garbage time once fumble. I know they did what they did, but at the end of the day, we didn't turn the ball over. That team is one of the best teams when it comes to forcing turnovers. They hold teams to under 100 yards rushing for the most part, I believe. We had damn near 200 yards. We had over 200 yards rushing on them. So my thing is like, you cannot. Yeah, we're high on Jalen Hurts for one game. Yes, because he didn't just do this against any team. He did this against the number 1 defense in week 13, week 12.
Yeah, Nate Sudfeld wouldn't be doing this. I'll tell you that much.
Bro, come on, man. Put some respect on his name at the end of the day. I don't care if it was a court. I don't care who it was. Listen, if Ben DiNucci would have beat us, I would have gave him respect. I'd have been like, yo, Ben DiNucci came out there and did his thing. He threw the balls he was supposed. He made the throws he's supposed to make, and so on and so forth. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Joseph Heath with the super chat says Carson Wentz has had the most unfortunate career.
Yeah,
just bad luck, bro. Bad luck.
Hey, it's part of business. Like I say, it is what it is.
Yo, Stephon Diggs has 121 yards on 9 catches and a touchdown.
God.
Jeez, we could have got him, bro.
The Bills gave up like 5-6 picks. Howie doesn't give up anything higher than a 4th. So we're out of luck.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But like, how much did the Cardinals give up for D-Hop?
I don't remember.
I really don't think it was that much.
No, you know what? I think I forgot what it was. Because I remember we were really mad about it. We were like, we could have done that. I remember, that's how it always is. Every time we think this player is going to, we have to give up so much for him, and all of a sudden we see the deal and we're like, huh? What?
I'm trying to see here. So it says, okay, so the Texans traded. Okay, so the Cardinals got DeAndre Hopkins and a 2024 round pick. The Houston Texans got, so the Cardinals sent over David Johnson, a 2020 second rounder, and a 2021 fourth round pick.
That's so laughable. Oh my god.
In my opinion, that's like sending over Boston Scott a second round pick. I know David Johnson is David Johnson, but he hasn't really been the same guy since.
No.
He's a shell of himself.
He was a big cap casualty too for them. So
right, exactly. And so like, bro, I'm sorry, but that's like sending over Alshon Jeffrey and those picks, and we could have did that. We could have did that.
They tried.
Bro.
Second round pick. Oh my god, are you crazy?
We could have really did that. That's the sad part. And when he got there, he's been.
I'll give you a fourth. No. I'll give you a fourth.
He's been wreaking havoc since he's been a Cardinal, bro.
Bro, he hasn't made a good trade since Jay Ajayi. That's the last good trade.
Yeah,
bro.
I lost my shit.
That was a steal.
I'm not gonna lie. That's like a career-saving trade. Like,
he was like, "You're gonna accept it?"
And we didn't really care much for that.
No, I mean we traded for Michael Bennett.
Yeah, that didn't really pan out.
And he was just a bad egg.
I'm not gonna lie. He was a penalty machine. Like,
yeah.
Is
he still with Dallas?
Then he went. No, he left.
He retired, I think, right?
He retired. Yeah, he did retire.
Oh,
he went to Dallas. He went to Dallas and thought he was, big defensive line they had this year.
Yeah. Nah.
With the crack addict, whatever his name was.
Yeah, he tried to talk trash about us too. I'm like, bro, stop it. Like, same thing with like the guy Orlando Scandrick. He's a noodle.
Oh,
he's a hoe.
He's a clown, bro.
He's a whole hoe.
And Shannon Sharp know it too. Shannon Sharp, like, you come on the show all the time.
All right, so to go off topic, do you know that guy on YouTube that hugs people randomly? That he hugs people and he hugs people in public, so he goes up to actual celebrities. So Orlando Scandrick was in the mall and he's like, yo, Josh Norman, what's going on?
Who's talking about? Yeah. Yo.
He's like, I ain't Josh Norman.
Bro.
Oh crap!
It's so funny. He makes up names when he sees someone else that he knows who it is.
I know what you do. He walked up to. Oh my god. He walked up to a basketball player and called him someone completely.
yeah, that's what he does. It's so funny.
The guy was like, "Yo, I'm not so and so." How do you run into these people and
they get when you don't know who they when a celebrity says you don't know who I am, they get disrespected. You're supposed to know who they are.
I like the celebrities that are good sports. They'd be like, "Bro, no, I'm so and so." I like the good sport ones. It's some guys that take it real personal. I'm like, bro, shut up.
Yeah, he'll go up to a random he does to regular people. Oh, Father Joseph. Oh my god. He's like, I used to read the church books with you,
bro.
He's like, no, I didn't.
Another side note. I love watching the videos of the guy that just walks around with pillows and he gives people pillows and start pillow fighting with them out of nowhere in the middle of the street. I love those videos. Oh my god, it's hilarious.
It's fucking says crack rock crack. The song from GTA, remember Desert, a long time ago, and I don't know, it's like crack rock. So I sent Spunky a picture, and I was like, dude, the song reminds me of you. I don't know why. I think because me and him laughed about it because it was. I think we were driving and the song was on, and he's like crack rock. We're like, what?
Spunky's content is hilarious, bro.
Yeah, he's one of our closest friends on here. He's one of the best dudes I know.
Spunky's one of the most colorful content creators when it comes to Eagles content and stuff. He's electric, man. Honestly, I think I subscribe to him. So shout out to Spunky1991, man. Dope content always.
Please subscribe to his channel, definitely.
Yeah, dope content for sure. I'm already subscribed to Desert for sure. Just. I don't. It's, like I said, it feels good to just sleep on this win.
Yeah, I wasn't leaving my girl's house to come home and on the way being pissed off, just staring at the road, and I'll turn the steering wheel. I swear to God.
Oh God.
This is what happens when it gets bad. It gets
For sure,
the later it gets, the more X-rated it gets. Trust me. Desert knows this.
Bro, man, listen. I think I'm about to get out of here, grab some food, fellas. You guys, man. I'm so grateful you guys let me come on this live stream, kicking with you guys for 2 hours, man. You guys been showing me so much love, and I'm so grateful, man. Like Joey, Desert, like, man, you make sure if y'all new to these guys, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share. These guys are legit, man. If you guys are new to me, I'm your guy, Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. You guys, I'm so grateful, man. Like, fly Eagles fly. Jalen Hurts.
Eagles fly.
Oh, man. You guys take care. Enjoy your night. Y'all be
all right,
safe,
man. You too, man. We'll hit you up.
Take it easy, man.
Man, definitely, man. We're going to definitely collab some more, for sure.
For sure.
Take care, fellas.
Thanks.
All righty.
All right, X-rated stream. No. Yeah, I can't. You know, this is why I can't listen to like negative people on here either. Like, I mean, it's still gonna be negative over a win. Like, just stop. I can't even listen to it anymore at this point. You know.
I ain't even go on Twitter. I just know there's a lot of that going on.
I won't even go on there. I can't even go on there because I can't and read everything. Like I can't. The more I read, the more my mind is. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll just have another excuse to make another video about something. I can't even do that.
No, and you got some people in the comments fighting. I'm just looking at the comments like, people fighting in there. And we supposed to be enjoying the win. Why are we beefing on here? You know,
I know.
One crybaby. You know,
I know. It's just like, wow, we don't get a top 5 pick, and then it's like, oh, we only won because we got that fumble. I'm like, we're playing football. What do you want us to beat them 50-0 to be satisfied? Like, what do you want? Can't stand Eagles fans. I really can't stand Eagles fans at all. Like we're getting to the point where we're just like Cowboy fans. It's getting there. It really is. It's getting there.
A lot of that going on, man. People were saying Trevor Lawrence, like
what?
People were saying Trevor Lawrence at times when we lost. Tank for Trevor.
Oh my God! The Jets are getting Trevor Lawrence regardless, so it doesn't even matter. The Jets lost again today.
If they're officially done with Sam Darnold, yeah.
I don't know how Gangry David dealing with that. I mean, Jesus. How could he live stream a whole game play by play and just be like, "Oh, we lost"? It's like, okay.
I don't know.
Like I'm sitting there, like, how can you be excited? I don't know. It's just. That's why I don't live stream during games because
that's why I can't really tune in. I can't live stream or do any of that. I mean, every game I want to win. I mean, I can be real and say we're gonna lose, but
like we lose and then like it takes me a couple days and then like I'm good and then I reset my mind and myself to the next game and then keep going, from there. And that's.
Doug wants to get fired so he can run his ice cream truck.
Don't get some ice cream.
I want to say congratulations to your baby. I see the not you, Joey. You ain't getting no kid.
No.
I was talking about his
hell no.
Talking about his default. Congratulations. I mean,
who's default?
Cassius.
Oh.
Yeah, Cassius. I saw his default. He was holding his baby.
Oh.
I'm not sure how old that picture is, but it's a beautiful thing, though. It's a beautiful thing.
I'll never know what that's like.
Yeah.
I cut them all 3 off.
Yo, what?
It's all gone.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Never mind. That's another story. Are you afraid of the dark story? Are you afraid of the dark? Where's Philly? Philly Fresh in here? Philly Fresh. He's not in here. I don't see him. What are you talking about? Oh, there he is. Philly Fresh, what's going on, man?
Philly Fresh. Shout out to Philly Fresh.
Shout out to the Philly Fresh, the general.
Nice long 2 hours. Another great stream.
I'm surprised.
So it's trade, wins or hurts. Yeah, we all know that's going to be the topic in the off season or whatever. Trade Carson for a field goal kicker. That's something Howie would do if that's something Howie would do.
Draft a 7th round punter with no legs.
Which they would go ahead and trade with for.
Spunky with a super chat. It says, time to put a ring on her, Joey. We need little Joey Juniors walking around. No.
They're going to be walking around saying, fuck.
Relax. It wouldn't be that bad. First word, fuck.
He's looking like...
I'm like, I didn't do that. Not my fault. I got a job to do. Well, he wouldn't listen. What do you want me to do?
So hyped for the 76ers. Nice. I'm very hyped. Very hyped. Very hyped for the Sixers.
Can't say negative people on this team. I can't. Can't. This is why I have the power to just not do videos if I really don't want to listen to it. This is why I'll do a video and I won't even care about the comment section sometimes. Sometimes I don't because
that's just me.
I don't want to hear it. I'll make the video, but I don't have to hear it. I put out my opinion. That just doesn't happen all the time, but there's depending on how much heat I'm going to get for it, which I know I'm going to get for it. But
well, PA has.
I thought your TV was on your left. I used to see you look that way at your TV.
We moved the desk. Now it's like it's pointing at Zach Ertz jumping over shit. Now I mean a Dallas player. It's pointing. Yeah. I'm literally looking right now.
Oh, your Dallas Cowboys poster, secretly.
Yeah. Before you could see Brian Dawkins on my left. Now you can see
I love those people. I love those people that. I'm drinking ginger ale. I'm not drinking anything else. I love those people that I just lost my train of thought. Give me a second. Yeah. I'm totally gone right now. I'm totally gone. Spunky with Super Chest. I'm really scared right now. Eagles champ threatened to destroy me in your comment section.
It's time for you.
Why is it that he fights with everybody? It's like he always tries to look for a fight. He tries to look for a fight every single time.
Wait, Eagles champ won. Isn't that Eagles crazy?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's always him.
Oh shit. No, I was just seeing so many different Eagles chants, and I was like, I don't know which is which anymore.
Yeah, you can't keep track. Philly Eagle, fly Eagle, Eagle fly.
Philly Jim.
Open your wings. Like I'm tired of it. Too many Eagle names. That's why I almost changed my name at one point. I was like, why? The hell am I going to change it to?
I was kind of thinking that too. Because you always got that.
You would never change your name.
I was thinking at one point.
I
was. You're named after a gun. You should change it.
Oh, yeah.
Not soft this world's gotten with guns now. Sound a little more professional.
It's like, you sound like a violent man.
I should probably, people at one point thought I was from Arizona because.
You're not a truck driver, you're a hitman.
A hitman? Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
The bright green reaper.
The green reaper. 2 men shot in Hunting Park. Wow.
You see that with a guy like they're doing Christmas carols in the city, the cathedral, and someone shot a policeman got shot on the front, right on the stairs of the cathedral where they were doing Christmas carols today. It had said breaking news on top of the game when I was reading. I was like, who would do that? Like, what a piece of shit, honestly. And it's like the guy ended up getting hurt. And the guy ended up getting hurt, and he's in the hospital in critical condition. I'm like, yeah, he should be, honestly.
Oh, the guy that shot people?
Yeah, he ended up getting hurt. I'm like, someone's going to sneak into that freaking room, and they're gonna tie his neck and pull it.
That should have been done right there.
Oh, yeah.
Like Agent 47. Yeah, first thing I do is I'm going to shave all this off and put a barcode over my head. I mean, in the back of my neck. Agent 47. Yeah, that was one of my favorite games, though. Hitman.
Oh, Hitman?
Yeah.
I played, I think, one of them.
That looks like South Philly.
Eiler TV, what's up, man?
That looks a lot like South Philly. Man, and killed by a septic training.
Remember that whole thing with Michael Bennett, like at the Super Bowl, like those rumors came out that he hit a paraplegic woman?
I got so much shit when I.
It wasn't even true. It wasn't even true. Like he went out. If someone saw him do that, and then he had an interview with his brother on the field, because his brother was in the Super Bowl on the Patriots. He was a tight end, and like they would have arrested him right there.
I'm just like, there's cameras everywhere. Like people, there's always that one person out of 10 different people recording. Like not one person saw that. Like over 100,000 people, phone cameras everywhere. Not one person caught that. Like, come on.
I know.
Like the Super Bowl, the game was over. People are like celebrating. Yeah, we won the Super Bowl now. Come on. That's what I knew was bullshit right there. I got so much shit in that video, though. I remember that. I would make it go public again, but nah. There was sometimes I didn't make any sense.
Yeah, at least you don't have to upload all your videos all over again. I remember all day I was like, what the hell is going on? My notifications like, upload a video, upload a video, upload a video, upload a video. Like,
I lost a lot of subs that day. I lost a lot of subs that day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many videos you have, but damn.
It was like 20 or 30 videos, just the funny ones. But as I was uploading, I was like, this is stupid. This is stupid. This is stupid. How I feel about the D and the injuries. The injuries fucking suck.
We just got to wait and see what happens next week. I mean, I hope that's half of them come back, but we need them to come back. We can't go in there like that.
Uh-oh. We got a salty Saint stream.
Who?
Find out right now.
It wasn't the media tried to set us up. What do you expect? Yeah. Jeff Hansen, I might have to admit that Wentz was a problem, making everyone look bad. Yeah. It's looking like that right now.
Oh, man, I ain't going to do that. I'm actually cool. I like his.
You cause yourself trouble all the time because you're.
I like this dude channel, and one of my homies is in there too. He a Saints fan.
And you're gonna troll in there, and then you're gonna make a video. Then you're gonna record it on your phone. You know, because that's what you do. It's like, oh, me trolling this one. Oh, me trolling that one. Oh. That cowboy one, that one was funny though. The "Make America Great Again" one, that was funny.
Oh yeah,
that was funny. What's Mosh's stream? I think that one was hilarious. Like, Desert, they're not. He's like, Desert is not a cowboy. We're not talking about
Desert Faggot 90. Hey, Desert Faggot 90.
Desert Sheagle. He's a Sheagle. Eagle.
I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of mad that day though.
Oh, why?
Because he he was timing me out, and all his followers, all his people in the chat were like mad. It's just people just seem to hate when I really do that. Because oh shit,
my guy.
They did say they were going to give Alshon more reps from. Yeah, it's still ridiculous. Anybody would have made that catch in the touchdown. I could be wrong, but
remember when Philly Jim did that video on he acted like who's the other guy with the long hair, the red long hair, what's his name? Oh, Camel Toe. He like made fun of him.
Huh.
He did like I guess because they started like invading everybody's streams. Him and I think I forgot who else.
Oh, Mosh, somebody.
Mosh and Sports Live and Live in the ATL. He was with they would do it together, like they would do it at the same time. I remember, and just start like spamming stuff. Green Blaze with a super chat said, if Drew Brees played tonight, would the Eagles have won tonight? I don't know.
I don't know, because there are times Drew Brees haven't had really a lot of good games. Could be wrong.
I have no idea.
I mean,
that's just being honest.
The matchup would have been, the game would have been 10 times closer. I won't deny that.
Oh my God. Matt says Steelers was all the talk about winning number 7 being undefeated. Now look at them. I know Spark Steelers are so overrated. Eagle Slayer says screw the Steelers. They're annoying fans.
I'm actually cool with Steelers fans.
Jake Elliott needs to practice kicking field goals. Howie Roseman can act as the ball.
What happened?
He said Jake Elliott needs to practice kicking field goals. Howie Roseman can act as the ball.
Oh my God.
Karen the Kamek, Joey, can we still get Jamar Chase or Devonta Smith? Yeah, probably. If they're able to, I mean, Zach Ertz isn't going to be here. I mean, they're going to get draft compensation for Zach Ertz.
Oh, he didn't even do it. Well, he did do some.
He caught a couple passes today. That sideline catch was bull.
That was bullshit. Yeah, that was
like
bullshit.
that. And that one play, when they were coming downfield, when the Saints were coming downfield, they were in the red zone, and no, they weren't even at the red zone. They were like at the 45. The clock hit 0 for 2 seconds. It hit 0, and it was still 0 for 2 seconds.
The stop clock, right?
I can't stand that. I can't.
Oh
stand
yeah,
the stop
I was there.
Clock.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I was saying that too. I was like, I'm not surprised. Not surprised in the slightest. Not surprised.
Yeah, Spunky said.
I think your number one. Stand got blocked though.
Who?
Your stand. Your. Hold on a second.
Who? Brian Pearson says, I'm a Saints fan. Congratulations. You won. What do I get as a prize?
Oh, God. X this out. I don't know why, but I'm in the mood. All of a sudden, I'm in the mood with some Popeye's chicken, but that's like closed. So.
Yo, there's a guy on TikTok that did Popeye's chicken at home, and he stole the recipe. He actually got the whole recipe.
Yeah, the whole recipe.
Bro, and it looked and he did the pickles with the chipotle mayo and the brioche bun, and that looked. Look at YouTube. The guy that found the he did a TikTok video on it. I mean, it's a lot of ingredients, but it looked exactly like It wasn't deep fried. I mean, it was obviously breaded on the pan.
Yeah.
But they're actually opening the first Popeyes over here. It's not open yet, but yep. I heard that Carson was going to try to wear Hurts jersey next week to trick Doug into starting it. You guys are hilarious. Pepe said Breeze has a noodle arm now. Still a legend, though. And he's missing half his ribs, too. Cameron, this community said, if Drew plays, I'm not sure if we win. Pepe says, laugh out loud. I drip their offense sucks. That's why I said defense can only carry you for so long. Vincent Diaz says, who dat? Beat them boys. Jay Hurt, number 2. Philly Fan D, what's going on? Breeze would have picked up apart with 3 DBs going down. Cameron Chameleon says, Doug said bye-bye, Fulgham. Spunky said, Popeye's chicken sucks. Hate these truck stops. Have more of them inside. Oh, you guys can talk about this because I have no idea.
Popeye's chicken sucks. Hate that these truck stops have more of them. What truck stop? I would love to go to that truck stop. I don't even like KFC for real.
Really? Why? Well, you know what? It's too much. It's expensive. I mean, I know fast food is expensive. Bro, we got a big bucket like a few months ago. Like for once, we're gonna move for some KFC, and it was like, it's really oily. Like it's always been like that, but it's really like bad now. But we got the big bucket.
Some of the KFC is like dumb like ratchet or ghetto and stuff.
No, not over here, bro. Okay, I went to Wendy's in Philly, almost got shot. Okay, so I was like, me and her just kept walking. That was the first time I went to Philly in 2016. That's the first time I went to Philly, and we were walking, and then there was some weird people, and then we kept walking, and then there was.
So you were just Denzel Mims then. You were fearing for your life.
We were in Chinatown at the whatever hotel we were in. And we just kept walking, and it was the most dumpiest Wendy's
I know you're talking about.
I've ever seen in my life. And it was so disgusting inside. It wasn't clean. There was crap everywhere.
Was it at was it on like an intersection, like a corner?
Yeah.
That's by Chestnut Street. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I went in there once, never again. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Yeah, I went to the Hard Rock Cafe on that main street where the hotel.
Yeah. It's on Market Street by 8th. No, not 8th Market.
Reading Terminal. Oh man, if you're lucky you live over there. I'd be at Reading Terminal Market.
Reading Terminal
every day.
Huh?
I'd be there every day.
Yeah.
Right there, I had chicken wings there. I'm like, there were. Oh my! I had the Italian combos, the lobster mac and cheese. Oh my.
Oh yeah.
God.
Everything organic about everything's just like organic at
it's
Reading
fresh,
Terminal.
man. It's all fresh over there.
The like anything you can ever imagine they got over there. But what was I? There was something I was about to say. Now it's happening to me.
Steve Martin says 11th and Walnut, bro.
11th and Walnut. That's what it was.
Spunky says Taz T8 what Taz and Petros.
That's what it was. 11th for Walnut. All right.
Taz and Petros have a ton of Popeyes, and I'm surprised you haven't seen one yet. Being a truck driver.
11th for Walnut.
I need some McDonald's fries. I had McDonald's breakfast this morning for the first time in months. I was craving it. I woke up early, and I went over there, and I got home with it, and I was like, oh. That was so good. Sparks said, I've never had Popeyes. I haven't either. Cameron
actually, I fucks with Popeyes for real. The chicken, not worth all that, people fucking shanking one another or cutting in line and all that dumb shit. But their chicken. I always before all that, I always get their fries and their chicken strips though.
Yeah.
And you crush like peppers on it and all of that.
Cameron says,
dip it in Marty. What the hell is that? Is it Marty? It's not Mardi Gras. I can't remember what the sauce called, but it was like dumb spicy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm an Eagles fan, but I've never been to Philadelphia. Well, We won't judge you for that. Other people will, but there's nothing wrong with that.
What about Bojangles? I've always went past Bojangles, but I never went inside of it.
Yeah, we had a smash burger. I never heard of that over here, and it closed within months. So.
Oh my god! Yeah, I've been. There's one around my way. I've been there. Went there once. Well, a couple times. Never again.
Really?
Oh my god, dude! This might make some of y'all cringe, but I've me, my wife, and another couple. We went in there to get a burger and fries. It was really good. It was like one of those. Just one of those spots special for burgers. There's that, Five Guys, a couple spots. Man, I ate a burger and there was a piece of hair in it.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome. There was a piece of hair.
Wait, it was like a long strand? It was like the strand?
Yeah. It was. I saw it when I was moving the burger. It was like shiny. It was like you can see that glarish. I saw that, so I told the manager. He took the whole thing. Got me a fresh burger, another fresh fry. Then there was a piece of hair in the fry. Took that one back. One more time.
Fucking nasty, bro.
Yeah. One more time. Same thing. Another one in a fry. We just got our money back from me, my wife, 2 other people. All of us got our money back.
Bro, after seeing the first piece of hair, I wouldn't even be trying to eat anything. I'd lose my appetite in a half a second. I would.
I've never been to Smash Burger since. Never been there since. That was maybe 2 years ago. They gave me like a bunch of cards, maybe business cards or whatever, but it was free.
Yeah.
They gave me a bunch of those, small little stacks. Still never went there. This supposed to be for free meals, free fries, all that stuff. Still never went there.
Damn. That's nuts.
Jail hurts. I'm actually in the mood to listen to what you got to say in the conference. Yeah, my father-in-law called me. He kept before the stream started. He called me. He was snapping about what Doug Peterson said in the conference. Apparently, Doug Peterson said some shit.
What, today?
Yeah, in the conference.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
Apparently, they were asking so are you going with Jalen Hurts? For the next game or not?
Of course, you're gonna ask him that. And what do you say?
Apparently, he said he doesn't know. we'll see.
Of course, he's gonna say that.
Yeah. Is there a Wawa in Philly? They're everywhere in Philly. They're everywhere in Philly.
I wish there was a Wawa here. God.
Huh?
I wish there was a Wawa here.
There's a Wawa in New York, but maybe not where you're at though.
I don't know.
Definitely not where you're at.
Fucking Wawa. I've been all over the fucking place in New York.
Oh man. Or maybe it was borderline New Jersey in New York.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's definitely Jersey. I don't think
they're all over Jersey. I've seen some in Virginia actually, and even Maryland. But there's Wawas all over the Northeast. I would say the furthest in the Northeast would be New Jersey. I don't recall seeing one all like that. Maybe I'm contradicting myself. Maybe not any in New York. I definitely didn't see any in Vermont. I didn't see any in Connecticut, Boston, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Maine. They should. Both DE and Joey Shakes are Northeast boys. They know nothing about Bojangles. I've driven past Bojangles so many times, but I've never actually been in there. When I look at the list, and I just be like, nah. I just walk away.
I have no freaking idea. My spot is Chili's. That's my spot.
I deliver to Chili's, definitely.
Chili's is great.
They've always hooked me up with Chili's. I don't even have to any other restaurants, I'd be scared to ask. I would have to pay. But Chili's, they've always hooked me up. Chili's is actually one restaurant I would gladly eat anytime. They're clean, front, back.
back spot where everybody. Yeah, I would definitely go to Chili's.
No, it's good in there. It's really good in there. It's definitely it's clean and it's.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a member there, you get free chips and sauce every time you go in there. I usually, Jason. I usually order the. I love all the appetizers, but I love the fried pickles there. I love the wings there. I order the shrimp and steak fajitas. You know, it comes on like the hot plate, and it's like when it comes to the damn table. Yeah, that's my stuff. That's my stuff.
Oh man.
Tomorrow I will be waking up to do a 94 WIP stream and a few more videos tomorrow, and gonna take a nice mental break.
I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do tonight. I go to sleep.
When you so you're what, off till?
I might be off for the whole week.
Why?
I was supposed to go somewhere for vacation, but this bullshit happened. This should have canceled everything. But I was like, you know what? I will just take a nice little mental break from work.
You need it.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, like, enjoy yourself. Seriously.
Just doesn't feel like it though.
Enjoy yourself when you know. I know. Trust me. I was supposed to go to Disney World and I was supposed to be in Disney World in fucking October, and I couldn't do it. I mean, I could have, but I was like, I'm not doing this with the masks and the restrictions. So. I'm gonna be heading off soon. Definitely, I'm gonna be heading off probably in a minute. All right, guys. Well, 92 people in here. We're starting to settle down now. I'm glad if anyone was here from start to finish. Do appreciate everybody being here today. I thought we had a pretty. It's been. I feel good. I feel really good inside. Good feeling today. Really, I came home and I was like, yeah, I feel pretty good about what happened today, and just beating this one of the best teams, which is great. You know, it's just a great feeling. Before you guys leave today, obviously DesertEagle90 is with me. You saw Tone DeShields earlier. So Desert Eagle has his in the description below. Subscribe to his channel. Yeah. Subscribe to his channel. Eagles content creator, if you guys don't know. And yeah, we're gonna do something next week. Do something there. So we'll see you guys. If you guys haven't subscribed to this channel either, hit the subscribe button. Like this video before you leave today, before we end this. And other than that, guys, we will see you later. See you guys later. Shake Squad up, fly, let's fly. See you guys later.